It makes me giggle.
Far. Oh, I still said last stream we're gonna let Rarity talk, and then I couldn't.
What's the
Hello, Edward.
Just check 15 AI again. Check it every day. It's very important.
Every day.
I end up checking it every day. Because I want it so very badly.
Hello.
Well, maybe you should go over to Midprim stream and tell her to stream longer.
Oh yes, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to start a little early, and then I ended up eating pizza and stuff.
Is there something special about Midprim stream tonight?
No, she's been raiding here last couple of times because she ends earlier than we do by a couple minutes. So I wanted in a little earlier so that we can raid her if she's actually streaming today. Because
surely.
I'm not right now, but soon. I'm thinking soon. We'll keep an eye on it.
Surely no.
Find it funny that wait up. You are in here early, Jules. What, you had nothing else going on? Didn't have to work?
I'll go back to work someday.
One day. Well, you have to go back to work next week because your boss is in town now.
He is. I can't just pretend to work.
I pretend to work. I do all the normal work, but I don't have the drive during that time.
It's
not real.
My job, though, I have to get my work done. Otherwise, it would bite me in the butt so hard. Just because of all the work that would back up. That's creepy.
You're creepy.
Yay, Derpies.
Hello, Pony. And yeah, Derpy.
Yeah, that was Derpies.
It's a derp?
That is a Derpy. Derpies are good.
Ooh. Derpy
More
again.
Derpies, yay. Just keeps it. That's going to be the whole stream. You just keep pressing that button. And we can just do that for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, so now
This is the stream now, guys.
This is the stream
we don't
now.
need anything else. Let's take a moment to appreciate this Derpy's clearly working late into the night. It's 8:20, 25. And she's like, "Oh, jeez, I'm so good at this job." And
or she's been on the job for 25 minutes. She's already started it on fire.
no, she's good. She's doing a good job. It's like the computer couldn't handle her the pace at which she works. So she's got newspaper clippings because she's super up to date on all the latest news.
Look at her goal.
Look at her goal. She's like, yes.
So what is she doing here?
It's she's writing in binary.
She writes all of her books in binary.
She's so smart.
1 2 1 1 1 1 2 1 1. She doesn't know what binary is.
Look at that. Her coffee like is a muffin because she's on it.
That was the whole point. She doesn't have coffee. She just brings a muffin, and that's
A muffin in a cup.
Yes.
I
And
think you can make those in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Muffin in a cup. That's a thing.
Don't go hard. Also, the clipping of her whole filler.
No, she's not clipping. She's just. It's a very, very malleable keyboard.
She is hard at work coating those muffins.
Yes, look at her goal.
Coating in the muffins.
It's adorable. See, look at that. You did that little mouth thing because you knew it would be cute.
What mouth thing though?
She opens her mouth a little bit. She's like, God, so
No, I always, because if you don't open the mouth, at least at some point, it looks goofy. They look static, so it was more of just like giving her a little laugh.
But what about the scrunch nose?
Because it's derpy.
Because it's cute.
Well, no, she's supposed to look like what the fuck you doing, derpy? There's not even keys on the keyboard.
No, you did this because it's adorable, and you should do more adorables. Look at that. Look at
That one too.
That's cute.
No, I originally made this so it used to be an issue where when I did streams, it would randomly cut it, and I didn't have it set up to keep recording. At that time, I don't think there's even an option for it. So if the stream cut, it would cut the recording. Well, then I had to go and merge them together, and there would be this like weird random gap. And so I would put this in whenever I had to fix them. I don't have that problem anymore. Streaming software has improved significantly. So since that's problem not occurring anymore, I haven't needed this. But I repurposed that to do the offline image. So it has been made useful. I got that one too.
Okay, you did this for cute. There's no other reason to have made this other than it's adorable.
No, I made this for one, it was super easy.
That's irrelevant.
And I did it for the actually the tail. You can see actually moves up and down in different bits. So I put time in the tail, but I did that because I just wanted to do a thing, I guess. Oh wait, that's small. We want the big. We got derp. This is an old GIF.
Yeah.
Holy crap! This is probably like closer to Half-Life 2 release, 2013.
Half an hour.
No, close to. Half-Life 2 is 2004. And that would have been...
How is that close? How is 2013 close to 2004?
It is 9 years from, and 9 years from 2013 is 2022. So it's pretty damn close. Right? You're older than you think.
Yeah, I know.
You are as old as you feel, though.
Oh, what about that little derpy who's got her head down? That looks cute.
This is low frame rate because it was too big otherwise. Oh, which one?
The one right next to that one.
This one? Oh, it's the same thing. It's just small.
Oh, she looks sad. Oh, now she's happy.
Do we have any other derpy gifts?
You need more. I don't know how many you have.
No, I have some WTF ones because I have like this one.
No, derpy. Stop.
But she's a pirate. We got this one.
See, we progress in the time scale where he goes from making cute derpies to torturing derpy.
Oh no, this is the WTF folder. But at least one more derp.
No, you need more derps.
Oh, that's it. There's no more. I mean, I have derpy pictures.
Those are good too.
That's just the preview picture.
She got the radio.
And then there's no, we're not gonna open that one.
No, that's an important one.
This one is.
Yeah, look at that. She got the juice boxes and socks.
This is the important part, right?
Yes.
Right here, it's chunky bits.
It's got the
The Destiny.
That's a good video.
Because it was a good video, or because it was derpy?
Yes.
I want a derpy picture. Maybe not. Oh wait, well, kind of. It's the derpy and the doctor.
Oh wow, that's.
Do you get the reference?
Yeah, dude, it's Rose and the doctor when they get separated between dimensions.
I photoshopped in that
the tear.
Because she was crying and he was just like sad.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's okay. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. Plenty of other derpies.
He was like, I know she's safe, and that's what's most important.
The unbridled joy of chair spinning. It is. I'm like fidgety. Like I'll go to meetings at work and like everybody's just sitting there listening, and I'm like going back and forth, or I'm cross-legged in the chair. Like I can't stay normal in anything. I'm always moving around, or I'm playing with something because I can't focus. If I can't just sit there and listen. What kind of millennial does that? No.
I don't know. I'm always busy at work.
No, like I'm in a meeting. I mean, I can't be like on my laptop in a meeting because then somebody's like, "Are you paying attention?" So I have to fidget something.
My workplace doesn't really do meetings. We just talk to one another like normal people.
Well, yeah, but when I'm talking meetings, I have like 6 of the people in the room. That's twice as much people you have in your company.
Yeah, it is.
So, oh wait, the child is back. Don't worry. Cheerilee can't hurt you. She's not real.
Cheerilee's like...
But then she's real. And she sees what you've done.
It's like, not again. I'm going to be out of a job. She needs children. She doesn't have
children.
Yes.
I have to pay rent.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to pay her to run that school.
She's like, where'd my bottle of vodka go?
Oh no.
And she's like, she's just gonna like just poke out of there.
I did see a comic with Shirley having to wrangle her children back into her school because they kept trying to go over to Twilight's friendship school. She's like, no, you gotta stay here.
Didn't that kind of happen though?
The CMC tried to leave her school to go to the friendship school. Yeah.
They did. Yeah. They quit being students so they could be teachers.
Oh, eventually.
We're so smart. Like, well, can you teach like English and math? No, but we can teach hugs.
Yes. I'm gonna go to a school where you just learn about like giving snacks to one another.
Quote, I can't stay normal. No, normal is boring. Who wants to be normal?
Is boring.
Side note on this, so I worked from home today, and because of that, I reminded myself like early in the morning, hey, I can actually like start a render, and because I keep forgetting to do it overnight. So I was able to render everything for the first initial shot for stuff. I already made a ton of notes for stuff that I want to update, so I'm going to basically have to re-render it again. But I was able to see a lot of stuff that I want to fix. Some of the stuff that didn't really work. It's nothing big fixes, but it's just like little touch-ups here and there. But a lot of the motion stuff in there does pretty much work. I will try to put a version up for supporters once I get it encoded. But I spent a good about like an hour before stream just like bringing in all the audio files and everything to kind of get it going. So I had a good example of what it really was. So there's a couple of lip syncing things to fix, a couple other position things, adding a little animation here and there, that kind of stuff. So, but I at least got some of it started. It's all going to be have to redone though, but that's the point of it. Looking at like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, that's meant to be there. It's freezes in time. Anyways, what were we doing here? Another streamer I watch has the same problem at work during meetings. He spends his time on this phone and randomly throws out, yeah, no, and we don't have the resources for that. Well, thank you, Clumsy. You want all the cool. Well, that's not derpy, but it's good enough. It's good wrath.
I mean, it's some sort of lizard.
It is a good lizard. He's a good lizard. But congrats to Spider Kid, Aggie, Spike Shoe, Sunset, and Bearcat. It is very cool. Thank you, Rathalos.
Rathalos self-congratulating himself.
He is. Oh, it's the race. That's what it was. So it's all lowercase on the thing. Cool. Maybe do one more because he's a good boy.
No. Cool. I'm pretty sure that he
thank you very much,
ate people at some point or another. Cool.
No, he did. Well, he probably did. No, he carts people. He doesn't eat people.
He attempts to eat them.
I want to have it like where they're always like, hey, they run out there and like they're always carted, and then just one time somebody doesn't come back, and they're like,
oh,
what happened to him? And just find him and poop.
Just a realistic version of Monster Hunter. Yeah, let's go get the monsters, guys. Yeah, and then it's like, turns out giant dragons only have to bite you once. Then you're dead.
Did you see that Monster Hunter Netflix Legends of the Guild is coming out?
We still haven't watched the movie.
I know. One day. It looked kind of cheesy, but that's Monster Hunter. So as long as they're beating up monsters without a reason, that's fine.
Probably free somewhere at this point.
So that's how that works, you guys. Thank you very much, Busbone. It's a gift. You got it for free.
That's how gifts work,
yes.
Spider.
I was saying something beforehand. Oh no, the streamer, who did it? That was Busbone. Who was being very generous. No, I do at meetings. I do pay attention because I don't. There are meetings that I'll get pulled into that I don't need to pay attention to, but it comes rarely. A lot of the times it's, hey, this process is broken or this is not working, and it's a conversation about that. If I'm not paying attention, it could screw me over because then I have to know that information later. So most of the time I have to pay attention, but like they'll have like monthly supplier meeting. I have like 2 slides I have to present, and then the rest of it is handled by other people, and I don't care about the rest of the info. But when that's handled online, I just put in headphones and go do other stuff. It's harder when you're in the building though.
Did you get your nap in today at least?
No.
That's a real
no.
shame.
I sent all those emails and stuff yesterday for people to update stuff, and today was verifying that a lot of it was done, and a lot of it was. It'll be. It's looking pretty good. People actually updating their crap. Oh yeah, we were doing the tractor move in here.
Off the boot factory.
Okay. I want to double check. Is that building floating? No, it's not. Is there any buildings that are floating still? That one is, but I don't think it's visible. That one is. And that one's right in the shot. We're going to put that one down a little bit. Put it down like here. You can never get out again.
This sinkhole.
You're in Ponyville forever. And you're like, yay, I'm in Ponyville forever. But you can't leave the house and there's no pwns. You can just see them out the window.
No, it's torture.
They put their nose in the glass and you're like, it's not the same.
I want to... No, like, you poop through the glass. It's fine. No one's going to notice these buildings floating.
Maybe not, but, well... Because it is going to be with motion, so, like, say if that one is floating, it's actually going to look like that. And you can, and even if it was floating, you wouldn't tell if it was floating with a still shot. It would either require shadow to do that, or motion to show it. And so it depends. I think you
just need to animate the children.
Oh, I thought that... Oh, that house is kind of floating.
How did you see that from all the way over there?
It's called skill, Michael. You should try it sometime.
Skill? Session?
Okay, that one was floating. Yeah, I'm just going to fix it.
The thing I'm skilled in is boring. But it makes me money, so...
There's another one. Oh. No, it wasn't. That one fooled me because it was slightly lighter on the edge.
Hey, Spike. Is it Spike Shoe?
Yes, it is. How about Spike Shoe? You were gifted a sub by the super cool Busbone.
It's a warhorse. He's learned to italicize his text. That's wonderful.
Yeah, but he didn't learn to spell.
No.
You missed the E. The E was not italicized, sir. Okay, so that is the end right here. And I can get rid of a couple of these buildings. So these ones can all get delete. This one, and get rid of this.
Phone sound, yes.
Probably can get rid of that one too. Because people are nice.
I think that's the one thing I'm secretly hoping for in G5. More bad bones. More bad bones.
Yes, just a whole season.
Just a whole season of bad bones.
You messed it up. You messed it up 4 hours. But thank you very much nonetheless. I appreciate it. 9 months. Ooh. Good crap. Time flies. Also, we're going through our half gallon of mead that we got last weekend when Adam was here at Sociables.
Who would have guessed alcohol made from honey would taste good?
I still think even after put in the jug, it's still better right out of the tap.
I mean,
it tastes. It still tastes a lot better than the can, I think.
How much of that is it tasting better out of the tap and it tasting better in the atmosphere that is the same?
I think the atmosphere helps a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's something about. Well, I think it's also just. I don't know. Friends make things taste good, unless it's seasoned with your friends.
Well, it's just me.
Unless it's cannibals.
It tastes like crap. You're like, friends make things taste good, and right now it tastes like shit. Michael.
No, it doesn't taste like shit.
No.
It's out of the tap is always better. I think this building is floating. Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to do that. I want a floating house.
How would you get to it?
Jump. Like, really high.
Well, what if it was like 30 feet up?
You'd have to, like, climb a rope.
Well, you probably complained the fact that you have to climb up like 15 stairs to get up here, let alone climbing a rope.
It's true. It would be horrible.
And if you're like, I need a new furnace, and then you're like, oh, bring it up the rope.
A furnace floating in the sky. I'm just imagining like gas lines just hanging very
Friends make things taste good, and right now it tastes like shit. Let's see here. So, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some children things. I'm gonna right now mark when things happen, because I think I can get away with. Or maybe I should just give him some general motion. Not much. It's just something, and then. And then I can add a separate motion on top of that. If I do the individual motions first and then I do the secondary motion afterwards, I can't copy paste it because I'd be overriding other motion. So we'll just do some general stuff. Let's do it on a 1 second loop. No, we'll do it on a 2 second loop, I think.
It's a pizza.
My stomach made weird noises.
It's trying to escape.
I think 1 second is too short to do. You know what? It doesn't matter because I can just extend it to whatever. So we're gonna consider 7 to be our break point because I can make mostly within that range. He's very quickly on the apple farm after the pig took over. The pig, yeah, they do have a pig.
Pigs are evil. I can't do nothing about it.
Stomach is still making noises. It's trying to attack me.
I was very hungry.
It's an assault.
I ate that pizza.
What'd you have for lunch?
Peanut butter sandwich, same as I have every day.
I actually had my normal lunch today. I haven't had that in a while because I didn't have anything at work.
Isn't your normal lunch just like a piece of bread with peanut butter on it and then some like strawberries or something?
Yeah, but it's harder with at work.
Why?
Because I had to pick up. I was out of peanut butter, or at least I was out of peanut butter that was there. I was out of bananas, and strawberries are harder to do at work, so I just didn't have the stuff. I just stopped pooping on the carpet. I can't. I remember that moment. We have a lot of stupid quotes. Where is Sweetie Belle? Sweetie Belle is in the middle. She's right there.
She's right there.
So she's not visible right now because she's hidden behind
Penelope. You've asked this question before.
I know, but I don't care. But you're like...
She was in the show for one episode for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this one was in there for quite a bit. This one was in there for quite a bit, and I can't remember their damn name.
It's sad.
It's like
I think it's Francis.
Applestone, right?
I thought it was Francis.
No, that's the dragon.
The bone.
Dragon's coming.
Oh no.
One of the notes I actually made a note for myself on was to add nostril bump map. The zoomed in shot of her face looks really weird without it. So I need to add that.
Why are you saying this stuff in stream, man?
It's a phrase I never want to hear. When the poos penis. That was... The fact that it was during Valheim actually even worries me out more. Alright, so we're going to just add some motion to all of these, the horses here.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Luna. Hey, finally tuning back into the stream. Half a year, nice. It's been half a year? Really?
That's like...
I thought you were like 2 weeks ago. I can't remember the hell that happens over time.
That's like a fourth of 2 years.
Apple Bloom's her name? Ah, okay. Thank you for clarification.
Apple Doom.
Okay, then that's all.
I'm still gonna call her Francis, Spider Kid.
Hello, bearded one. Okay, so how do I want to do some of the motion on here? Do I want to add it to them? I think I can. And even if it looks kind of stiff, I feel like so like a lot of the detail for a single character, you want to have a lot of things moving asynchronously so that it kind of makes them feel alive and not just moving like a robot into A to B. So you want to have all the different bones moving at kind of different timings. But if you think about all of this as a single unit, then I can probably put less effort into each individual one, because if they're all doing that individually, as a whole, it still provides that detail. So I think I can get away with a lack of detail, meaning like with Sweetie Belle or Apple Bloom trying to make the wobble, or no, Sweetie Belle as well, trying to make that detailed wobble, but that's because they were much more of a focus. I'm thinking I might be able to get away with doing the same thing with them, but only doing it like at the shoulders and the back legs, and that's it. I think I can get away with that.
Yes, welcome back, Luna. It's good to see you again.
Super busy and tired from work. Yeah, I know how that feels. I had that a couple weeks ago, so I'm glad you're done with it for now. Alright, we're going to try doing this. So we're going to do rotation local. We're going to... No.
Yeah, it's the one kind of alcohol I've never really cared for besides beer. Vodka. Because it tastes like potatoes. Because, I mean, it is potato alcohol, so that makes sense.
Some are potato alcohol. They're made with other things, too.
I thought they were all potato.
No, I am... Oh, jeez.
Well, look at you, Nolan.
Well, thank you, Nolan. And I don't even know if everybody that's on there's on, but I appreciate it. Congrats to...
I recognize one of those people.
Yes, congrats to Sneaky Derpy Dash, the Digichip, the biggest blueberry. I remember that name. I love that name. And Niski Sky, which is my sister. So we're all famous now. And you know what you are? I think you're really...
Cool.
There it goes. I timed that really bad.
You had to wait for him. Man, that wrath was so unreliable.
I know.
Jeez.
But thank you very much, Nolan. Yeah, the blueberry is there. Hello, I love your name. I remember when you popped in like last time. I don't know, there's something about it, but it's awesome.
It's just the biggest.
It's like, because it's not a big blueberry, it's the biggest.
The biggest blueberry. It's like the size of a hand fruit.
Well,
Super Duppies.
Oh my.
Hey.
Wait, how did you plan that?
Hey, Derbies.
Oh yeah, it's defaults to 3, isn't it? I had that up to 4 for a while. Well, thank you very much, Spike Shoes. Hype Shoes train begins with Derp, and Derp is good.
This is very good.
Okay, the Derp is
best.
Good. Wow, already 11 months. Where did time go? I know.
I don't.
If I actually think about it, like it was last October. No. The Discord opened last July, and then it was a couple months after that I started upgrading stream setup stuff. And so yeah, it's since I started pushing stream stuff more.
I mean, I'm kind of like, because my birthday's a week away. It's next weekend, and I'm just like, I don't want it. Make it stop.
So my niece has a birthday or at a birthday party tomorrow, but it was canceled because somebody in their family got a cold. Well, thank you very much, Edward, and congrats to the bearded one for getting the sub on that. Thank you very much. So it was canceled, and I'm like, our birthday party was canceled. That means she doesn't get older. Can we all do that?
I want to do that.
Can we just cancel your birthday?
Yes, please.
But then you don't get cake.
No, I'm fine with that.
Well, I was waiting for you to be like, wait.
No.
You don't want cake.
I do want cake, but I want to not like get older more. Can I just have regular day cake?
No.
Oh.
No, birthday cake is special. Thank you, Nolan, for the bits. Jesus Christ. And thank you, Anonymous Gifter. And congrats to Tazumi Consult for getting us up on that. So thank you very much, whoever that was.
Yeah, I'm not ready to turn 28 just yet.
I'm trying to think of how I gotta move these guys. You're not ready to get old?
I'm not ready to turn 28 just yet.
Oh, this is actually gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Not getting old. 28?
Yeah. Man.
Your words say one thing, your hair says another.
No, I dyed it. It's fine.
I was at the barber today, or the hair salon, and she was saying, like, it's a 6 on the side, right? I'm like, yep. And she goes, and on the top, is it just keep cutting? Or what do you want it to go with? I'm like, I don't know. Every time I come in, there's less of it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Holy crap.
What?
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Elias.
10,000. It's 10,000.
That is a huge number.
You need like to do the derpy twice for that.
I have a feeling there's some like this is your birthday present, Michael.
Yes.
Is it do a birthday? Do your birthday?
Double derbies, yeah, double derbies.
Double derby. I want to see like a Jeopardy thing.
Double derby.
It's like it's double derpy, and everybody's like,
all the questions are about derpy.
But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Double derpy sounds like a condition.
A very good one, I imagine.
See, that's what I'm mixing something. It is more than 3 monies. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We're actually, in terms of podcast stuff, for those that were interested, our current plan right now is to record episode 0 on Monday. We've got the setup all done. We want to record it a episode on Monday, but there's a lot of things we're unsure of, there's a lot of stuff I'm unsure of about video, audio, and everything until you're in a real situation. So it's going to be episode 0. It's not going to be a released episode, but we're going to treat it as such, and it will be out for supporters. I'll edit it like it's a full episode, but we're not going to do full release on it. We're going to record that Monday, and then see where we go from there on it.
Should be fun.
But yeah, I was looking into some other video camera stuff today if things work out, so I had an idea on stuff, and I kind of have an idea as to future stuff, but
I like your jury rig that you have going on right now for the camera.
My jury rig?
Yeah, the camera with the fan blowing on it.
Oh, upstairs, yes.
Yeah.
Because that fan, it's not built for video, so when you start doing extended video sessions, it will overheat. No,
guys, we decided I'm not having a birthday this year. That way I don't get any older. It's very important.
Don't you have your sound effects? It should be playing. Do you guys hear it? Right, you heard it shows it's playing.
Oh, yeah, derbies.
I see it.
Wait a minute. I don't know if it worked. Try it again. You should press that button again, just to make sure.
Which button? Is it the
quadruple derbies?
One.
Well, leave Archer alone. She didn't do nothing wrong. She only got to be in the first 2 seasons of the show. No. Be kind to that horse. She didn't mean to be born a recolor. No. Archer's a good pony. No. Why you mean?
She's fine.
Why you bad?
Okay.
Don't laugh at that war horse. He's a bad person. You're encouraging him.
Wait, I think that I need okay.
I was born in July. You figured me out.
You know what? I'm just gonna grab everything right now and do it all at once. I can retime it any way that I want. I just wanted to know, Michael. I'm born. Oh, you're born in July as well. It's a good month.
I hear lots of people are born. Like 1 out of every 12 people.
No.
It's probably probably not. That's probably not accurate.
I can't remember the actual month. I believe January was the most popular.
I would almost think that like around July and stuff would be more popular, just because everybody around the holidays is probably.
I was watching a thing.
Off.
I was watching a thing by where a thing about hockey and stuff where they were talking, or no, it was where birth month has determined and change, or if you look at sports, the months that people are born are drastically different. So like people that are born in, I believe it's August or something, hockey players tend to be more born in like August than any other month.
Well, it says there that people are born in August, but that makes sense because that means a lot of people are getting like they're enjoying their Christmas holiday.
Well, no, they were doing a thing where they were showing like what holidays were popular within certain sports, and a lot of it was tied to school years and when they sign up for sports. Because if you were the oldest kid in your group, you were going to have an advantage that through your younger years would lay the foundation of your future. Completely. Thank you for everybody that gave on that. That's very, very, very much appreciated. November, December, born in May. I'm September. July. Everybody got a good spread actually. But they were saying like, so if you were, say like your school year was September, but then like say hockey started in January. Well, if you were born in December, or if you were born in January, or I can't remember the whole math on it, but if you were born to be the oldest of that group, you had a higher probability to work your way through. So people in professional sports tended to be higher in that. But the best players tended to be the next month afterwards because they were the underdog, and the idea behind it is that you had to work harder to get where you are. So a lot of it was those people that just overachieved in it. And so there's this, it's a weird thing. It was interesting to see where you can see like 50% of players were born in 1 month.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
The only thing I've ever thought about as far as the month I was born is concerned is that my parents probably had a really good Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I was going to say a phrase there that you probably didn't want to hear.
They just had dinner, and that's all.
Your mom did.
Nice sadness.
Yeah, you brought it up. I was born in September, which meant that I tended to be the oldest of my classmates.
Yeah, I was the oldest of a lot of my classmates too, because I started kindergarten when I was technically 4, and I graduated high school when I was 17.
I started kindergarten when I was 13.
I mean, technically I was an early grad. I graduated high school when I was 17 because
with honors.
Well, I did all right.
I did with honors.
Aren't you special? I was on the dean's list for 2 years in college.
Because you were in trouble?
No, because I did well.
Oh.
I'm a smart boy. Kind of, maybe.
I get them letter grades. I got an E.
An E is higher than an A. That makes it better.
Like me and Adam were playing golf, and we were playing mini golf over the last when he was visiting, and I was losing at the beginning, and I was just telling him I was going for the high score, and he goes, "That's not how golf works." I'm like, "Wow, it's all about achieving the goals you want to achieve."
Yes.
Except for the holes said specifically no more than 8 putts per lane.
Did you have people behind you?
No, they just because of the potential for that, they don't let you do more than.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense if you got people behind you, but the place is like freed up. Like,
well, when we got there, there was 3 kids and 2 grandparents that were ahead of us, but they actually moved really quick, so we weren't complaining. And then we had nobody behind us for a while, except for some ladies just like were like right through. They must know what they were doing.
Just imagine you complaining about like small children and old ladies in front of you on the putt-putt course.
I wasn't complaining. I just said they were doing good. Shut up.
I know you weren't complaining, but I'm still imagining a scenario where like, come on, grandma and 5-year-olds, get it in gear. We're playing putt-putt here.
You just get like, you suck. Just go back to 2nd grade.
And the retirement home.
Actually, the golf mini putt was on a retirement home.
Well,
it's built into it. It's an expensive one.
I would think if I was like super old person just hanging out at retirement home, like older than I am, I'd still be up for some like mini golf. Like, that seems like a fairly low impact kind of sport, if you could even call it
Full
that.
contact mini golf.
Full contact mini golf. It's like, how do you stay so fit? Mini golf every day.
I'm probably the more sporty of this group, which is ironic. What are you talking about? Kyle does military. I used to play football games. I don't like sports because sports are usually one wins, one loses. I prefer like everybody working together towards something. I never liked that.
Why do we play all those board games where you win? Why do we play all those board games where you always win?
Because I'm okay with playing it if I'm winning. Well, no, okay. We played Terraforming Mars over this weekend, and I won. But that was my first time winning at that game. And
Really?
I played. Yeah, I've never won that game before.
Really?
That was my first time winning.
I continue to not win at that game.
No, I was. That was a fun. Well, Terraforming Mars, though, if you're never playing it, is a game that you can win or lose. It's fun, like because just getting to do the things that the game lets you do is just fun in itself.
Warhorse, you gotta play me in chess when you get here. Nobody wants to play me in chess.
Watching sports. I used to, when I was in college, we used to go out and play. That was your back legs. That's not a game. This is your back legs. It's not a game. We played a lot of Ultimate Frisbee.
I played soccer and
I played soccer when I was younger.
in school.
When was the last sports you played?
All the sports I played in school.
When is the last time you played any sport? And that includes just going out with anybody and just doing a sport. Bowling doesn't count.
Darn it! I was gonna say bowling.
Bowling is not a sport.
No, it's not. It's been a while. Probably since my 20s. But in school, I was on a wrestling team. I was
in wrestling.
I was on a baseball team.
I was on a baseball.
And I was on soccer.
I was on soccer as well.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Pretty much.
That's what everybody did. And then I was like, wait, why am I doing this? I don't even enjoy this.
Well, my baseball coach quit 2 years in a row, like mid-season, so we had to stop. Soccer coach quit mid-season, and we had.
Wow, you had some real winners.
Yeah, right. Well, because they're like volunteer parents, is what it was.
Yeah, that's the way it always is.
Yeah, and they just.
But some people just
anymore.
And then they like try hard.
Mm-hmm. And the wrestling I did good at, and I was actually really good.
I could beat kids up on a mat.
Yeah, right?
Hey, I had to do good. One of the moves is named after me.
Was it?
Half Nelson.
I'm
a Nelson.
Named
it was named after me. They saw me out there and they're like, oh my God, what is that kid doing? I'm like, I think he's just strangling him. It's like, oh, we're going to name it after him.
Yeah, I won a bunch of like medals and stuff in middle school wrestling.
Participation medals don't count.
No, I was actually pretty good at it. But then when I transferred schools, they didn't have a wrestling team, so I joined the chess team instead.
Ah, and what have you done with your license then?
I'm really good at chess.
Oh, I was going to say when's the last time you played it, but technically that was this weekend.
Yeah, I played Adam this weekend. Only one game, but it was enjoyable. It's like watching that.
I thought for a second, like, it won't hit the edge. Ooh. I'm like, should I move this like to my pants?
Move it. You just put it over me. Well, that.
Michael, what'd you do? Okay. Hey, look, it's Stinky.
Why you gotta hurt the things I love?
SFM is a mental sport. No, I actually so a lot of it comes down to like the challenging yourself part, and a lot of sports to me are overly competitive. It's about there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And I'm not a big fan of that. I like the idea of everybody working together towards something. And so when it's that's why I like Vermintide and
Valheim's kind of that way. We're playing it.
In Valheim, yeah, people working towards something. I enjoy that because it's a time with friends that it's extended, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so I've never been a fan of sports, a lot of the different sports, because it's always about you're just fighting to see who wins something, and I don't like that mentality in life.
It does. It's not always healthy to constantly be trying to compare yourself against other people, and that's kind of what sports is, or any video game, even video games where you're always just fighting the other person. So co-op stuff is nice.
Yeah, I highly prefer co-op stuff for that. But I mean, that's just me. That's not everybody. But that is me. So,
it's rare that I see somebody playing video games where they're competitive, and there isn't at least one person who occasionally like ends up not in a good mood in a very bombastic kind of way.
Okay, I think I have to unlock. I have to unlock all their legs before I can go forward with this. If I keep it locked, it's going to have the motion moving, and then that's going to be really bad when I copy paste. So we need to unlock, but I can't unlock everything because that would also unlock them from the tractor. I might still add something to that. So you need to go character by character here, but this will now tell me which ones I have not potentially done, like Diamond Tiara. Oh, yep, she's fine. I don't need to do anything with her yet. Silver Spoon. I did some stuff with you. Yeah, right there. What? Fucked. Did I not? I might have forgotten on her. Whatever. We'll make it work. Because if I copy paste, it still won't cover this area, and I can just lock to that. Unlock.
I was trying to think if there was anybody who's been watching you stream as long as I have, and I think the one person I can say that honestly with is Warhorse.
And Wars. Blurtable too.
I haven't seen Blurtable in a bit.
Oh no, because he's super popular in other things too. He is.
He doesn't have time for
he's been streaming for a long time too, and every time I see him streaming, he's got like 12 to 15 people watching him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's funny. Actually, I do enjoy his stuff. He's fun to watch. If he's, 3D when he's playing games, so just, like his commentary is pretty fun.
If I were to stream tomorrow, would you watch me?
I could just go upstairs.
You can't. I can't lock the door, bar it, and throw bookcases in front of it.
Well, I have tomorrow off. We do need to do some more Valheim prep.
We need to finish filling the boat and at least get that over there.
My outside favorite athlete is Eddie the Eagle. Dude had zero talent, but had the drive to go to the Olympics. Yeah, to me, that's I think even more important and more cooler. Somebody that just that's what I was saying before is you can have the people that are good because they had an advantage, or the people that were good because they were disadvantaged and just cared so much for what they did that they pushed harder than anybody else.
It's harder to think though that somebody didn't have some natural talent and then make the Olympics.
No, and that probably in that situation, the underdog, even if they have natural talent, it might mean that they have something to help them, but they're now going against kids that are potentially significantly stronger than they are, and they have to they have their talent, but now they have to work uphill. Well, now they can exceed much further because they have that drive.
I just can't see somebody with like the body stature of Danny DeVito, regardless of how much talent or how hard they fight for it, managing to be like Star League basketball players.
Though I want to see like Danny DeVito doing like the hurdles. But I want
through all.
But I want to see him like he goes out there and he does it like a pro. Like you see him just go out there and like he does the freaking splits and he's like doing backflips and crap, and you're just like, what? And then when he stops, he just grabs a cigar and he starts smoking.
The gymnastics, he's just flipping through the air. I'd watch that. That'd be amazing.
And now I want to see Knightley get to this one and make a little animation of that.
See, this is the job we've given you, Knightley.
Yes.
Get here.
You have to make Danny DeVito do flips.
Yes, I want to see him in leotards.
Don't do that.
Do that.
No, you just said doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
But no, I do not. There are limits. And Danny DeVito in a leotard. The more I talk about it, the more he's going to find this segment, and now I'm sad. I got to stop hitting record. We're going to turn that off.
Just wipe the hard drive. Otherwise, we might see the blessed Danny DeVito in his leotards.
Okay, so I need to look at this because I need to determine which direction I went with them. And because I need to say, like, is it the opposite direction of this? If it's the opposite, then I know I'm fine. Like, have you heard of a board game called Go? Isn't that the game that's existed for like 1,000 years?
Oh yeah, with the little black and white pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I can't. I know the basics of it, but I don't think I've ever really played it.
I think I played it once, and I can't remember who I played it against, but I got my butt kicked very quickly because, of course, any game you play for the first time against somebody who's played it over and over again, you're going to lose. No,
it depends on the game, because any game that has a random element, you could lose on a game against somebody that's played before because it's random.
Yeah,
I think isn't random.
Yeah, it's similar to chess where it's all strategy.
Yeah. You have the coffee. So I just submitted my community guest application for Ciderfest, and I put in there my copy paste information. So I've been longtime fandom animator, best known for blah 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 videos, likes long walks on the beach and coffee at the end, which is a new thing I haven't had.
Last time you walked on a beach.
It's cliche, sir.
You're cliche.
I am. That's why I brought this up. I just realized that I did this wrong because this is the backlinks.
If you guys ever take me to the one like the Northern Shores or something, technically those are beaches.
They do have some sand beaches, but a lot of them are rocks right up the edge.
It's still a beach.
Kind of. But actually, the cool thing about that is you go on rocks, so you get really close to the water, but you're up higher, and then you have the cabin like right behind you. So it's pretty nice.
I think the Great Lakes are fascinating just because it's like the ocean, but it's all fresh water, which is weird.
You can't see the edge.
No.
Yeah, and you see the big boats come in and everything. Well,
I mean, it
looks like an ocean, but after being to the ocean, I will say it's not the same. There's something about it that doesn't feel the same. Like the sky doesn't look the same, because eventually the sky does hit land somewhere within your visible range, just outside of the land part. But it still doesn't feel 100% the same, but it is pretty damn close.
And I've been to the Atlantic, both sides, and I've been to the Gulf of Mexico. I've never been to the Pacific Ocean. I wanna see that someday.
In the boat, mainly because of cons.
Well, that's the great thing about cons, though. They get you.
They get you to go do things.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's been the best part about cons. I would have never seen Wisconsin or Baltimore. I never would have seen Minneapolis, for that matter, if it wasn't for cons. So, you know, it's any reason to get out and visit places is a good reason, especially if you
not any reason to get out. What if you're like, Michael, we're gonna go to a park, and you'd be like,
Well,
can I play Half-Life?
If I was to stream tomorrow, that would definitely be what I'd play.
Half-Life?
Yeah, Half-Life 2.
Do you know any other games?
Well, I never finished Half-Life 2 from the last stream. I'd probably just pick up where I left off.
You mean Fallout 2?
Yes. I did an amazing job setting up that stream because I'm a pro streamer right here.
Lots of experience.
I would consider Portal part of the Half-Life series. Because
it's kind of canon. They put the what's the name of the ship? Polaris or something?
The Borealis.
The Aurora or something, or Borealis. I think it's Borealis.
Yeah, the Borealis.
What am I better, kid? The Half-Life series is a great series. Yeah, they're all the same. I wouldn't be surprised if Left 4 Dead is just like post Portal or post Half-Life.
I've done Synergy before, Nolan, and the problem with Synergy is after the speedboat section, it gets pretty crashy.
Well, that and the speedboat section, just trying to get everybody a boat.
Well, it gives everybody a boat almost immediately.
Every time we've done that, like, somebody would take a boat and then, like, be an ass and just sit close to it and never spawn the other one. Mm-hmm. So it was a troll. Synergy is a multiplayer Half-Life 2 mod, which surprisingly works pretty damn well.
It kind of works.
Yeah, well, for somebody just making a mod to add multiplayer to a single-player game, I gotta give them props for just making anything work.
Heck, I remember a mod that tried to put multiplayer in Fallout New Vegas, and it only kind of worked. It was super crashy. It would work, and then everybody would essentially glitch around, and then it would crash.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, no, it was a real hoot. Multiplayer New Vegas would be fun if they ever got it to work properly.
We have that. It's called 76.
Kinda. The weird thing I found about 76 when we were playing it is that they added all this new content in a multiplayer Fallout game, and then you can't actually play together in like half all of the new dungeons. The original dungeons, sure, but all the new ones, it's like, oh, you can't go in here with other people. That's crazy.
Warhorse says, I never played Half-Life, and that was reminding me when I was reading an article today that said, new to Final Fantasy, here's where to start. It was talking about like the Final Fantasy universe has so many games in it that you might feel overwhelmed. I'm like, no. When I started playing, it was at 3.
I played first Final Fantasy.
No, there's a lot of Final Fantasies.
They're not really interconnected in any way. You can
but it's about. But if you were to, the thing is, if you were to start at 15, that creates an expectation. I think starting earliest on is great because then you can see the evolution of some of the systems. But just the idea of thinking of like it's overwhelming, and I'm like, when I played the a couple, and it wasn't overwhelming.
Well, the first Final Fantasy game I ever played was 8.
First?
Yeah, that's the first one I ever played. It was 8.
Oh, because you were a PC gamer.
Well, I had a Nintendo, but I didn't have any of the Final Fantasies. I didn't have any of them.
I think Final Fantasy IV was my first. I think so. It was 4, then 6, then 7. And then it just goes from there because as they were released. Though, all the way up till 12. 12 I didn't really play that much. I played 10, 10-2, 12 a little bit, and then I kind of stopped playing. I didn't play 13 until years after it came out, when I think 13.3 was already out. Now I'm a little bit more back into it.
I played 8, which I enjoyed, and then I played 7 because I enjoyed 8 so much. And I probably enjoyed 7 more.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
There you go.
9 was really good. 10, I was kind of disappointed, honestly. It was good, but it wasn't as good as the previous 3 titles.
I don't have any emotion in him here.
And then 11 was the online version, and I played it for like 2 years. It wasn't worth the time. There's
so much good stuff coming out of 14 lately that I'm kind of sad I never got into it. Because there's some like it's right now in a place where its player numbers are spiking, even after it's already been great.
I'm super wary of mass multiplayer.
Do you know Metroid games? I haven't played them before. Yeah. Here's I'm interested in this if people wanted to rack their brains. How many Final Fantasy games I'll say in the standard sequence, so any of the ones that say Final Fantasy and then a number, I'll count 10-2, have you played and beaten? Because I would think I have 1, 2, 3. Some I've beat multiple times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not a numbered one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the 15.
Yeah, maybe.
Mystic Quest I didn't count, because it's not a numbered one. I beat that one though. I want to get Final Fantasy Type 0, but I haven't played it, but that doesn't count anyway. 0, really?
I've
Wow.
For me, it's 5.
Final Fantasy 2. Okay. When you say Final Fantasy 2, do you mean American 2 or Japanese 2?
Well, I mean, as long as you beat it.
No, because Final Fantasy 2 on
is 5.
In America was Final Fantasy 5. No, that was 4. 5 never came to America. 4 was 2.
Well, no, R2 was 5.
R2 is 4.
R2 is 4.
Yes. So okay. That was the one with the Dragoons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 4. 5 had a job system one that came out, but it never came to America. 6 did come to America, but when they did that, they remarketed it as 3. Super confusing. Thankfully, they fixed that since then.
No, I've
2 was 4 and 3 was 6. Yep, Blueberry's got it. Good job, Blueberry. He knows his stuff.
Yeah. Is Chrono Trigger a Final Fantasy?
I wish it was, because Chrono Trigger is fantastic. I have it on my phone.
I've beaten that.
Have you ever played Chrono Cross?
I have. I didn't like it.
I loved it.
I couldn't finish it.
I thought it was great. Both whipped my butt, so again. I've beaten Final Fantasy VII, I think 3 times.
I probably
and some of those to where I literally would have beaten the game and just spent time farming money in AP just because I just wanted to keep playing it. I treated it like an MMO. I had like millions of dollars and nothing to spend it on. But I played Final Fantasy VII. I beat that one like 3 times. Final Fantasy VIII I beat once. 9 I played through like 1.5 times. 10 I've beaten twice. 10-2 once. Final Fantasy VI I've beaten, I think, 3 times, and then we were doing another playthrough and never finished it on stream. 4 I beat once.
Careful with this.
15 I beat twice. Yeah, 15 I beat twice. I beat it once the original. No, I beat it 3 times. I beat it once on PlayStation, then it came out on PC, and I beat it again, but it was a rush through. And then I beat it again not long ago, but doing everything. And so, yeah, I beat it 3 times.
I've probably played through 7 5 times, and 8 3 times, and 9 at least twice, at least.
I don't think I own a copy of Chrono Cross. I have a copy right down there of Xenogears, Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, Vagrant Story. And then I think I have I have another copy of 7, the original PlayStation versions.
Now, Legend of Dragoon is good.
Yeah.
Like, I would watch you do a playthrough with that.
I've thought about doing like some retro playthroughs.
That's the tragedy about Legend of Dragoon is you can only get it on the PlayStation. It never got re-released anywhere.
I think it's because if you either know it existed and you love it, or you never knew it existed. Like, I think it's just a small group.
Oh, it was legit though. Like, PlayStation Final Fantasies were like the golden age of Final Fantasies.
They were because they were creating new concepts.
Yeah.
When a lot of the current ones are copy pasting the popular.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely finding their own way. Final Fantasy VII Remake was the perfect balance of new and old.
But it's not a better game than the original. Not by itself.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, because it's not the full game.
Yeah.
But I still think it was, if you're going to be a remake, it was perfect. It was as good of a remake as you're going to make without just like giving fingers to those like little like boxing gloves that they had. I forgot what those things. I don't know what those were. There was mods that existed that would like look, we gave them hands, and it's like, no.
I know. I played through it one time with the mods.
No,
it was whatever. But what I would say about Legend of Dragoon, while Final Fantasy was the golden age the PlayStation era was the golden age for Final Fantasy, Legend of Dragoon stood side by side them in quality. It was a good game.
It was. The cool thing with that game was combat it's kind of like Xenogears was, where you had combos, but every time you were doing attacks, it would come in with the button you had to hit, and you had to time it just exact with every attack that was coming in, and as you progressed through the game, it got more and more complicated. But it gave you a feeling of being involved more in the combat, but also just everybody was in cool dragon armor and they had cool dragon powers. It was like Go Dragon Rangers. It was great.
Mm-hmm. It did kind of have a Power Rangers feel to it.
A little bit, because they were all like power armor, but they were all cool and they all had like elements.
Mm-hmm. Now, Legend of Dragoon was a great game.
It's been so long since I played that one though. Midprime is just starting stream. Hope we'll be able to raid the stream. But if she's starting at 7, yeah, we'll see. That is the goal.
Yeah, she just started apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Midprim's a good vendor friend.
Good friend.
Yeah, I guess good friend. But she's a vendor that's how I got to know her originally. And there's a back leg locked. And so she is streaming, and so we will, if we can get done before her, I plan to do a raid. Because she's raided us quite often.
Midprim's a happy ball, delightful energy.
She eats beans, drinks water. I don't know if I've seen her eat beans. I made her drink bean water. I'm a good friend.
It's essentially making your friend drink salt water with bean juice in it. What friends do?
Well, no, I said, because I kept spamming hydrate because she didn't put a limit on it, and the only water she had nearby her was the water that was in the can of beans, so she just cracked open the beans and just drank the water. And it was funny.
Yeah, Midprim's great. He's a very unique individual.
They can go different ways.
It could, but consider it in the positive way. Stream.
Please take it positive.
It's a positive note.
Right, so we're gonna go this way with those. Okay. Unlock the bones. I'm just doing that now, so I don't have to worry about it. So we got 2 more left, snails and snips. It's weird when you say it that way.
Something snips.
Hot dog bean soup is disgusting.
Why would that be disgusting? That sounds amazing.
Michael has
Dogs and
low
beans.
standards.
Like hot dogs, baked beans and hot dogs is like the combination of the gods.
Again, you can ignore Michael. It's okay.
That is not something that you never had hot dogs and baked beans. Or even like the tiny little like sausages and baked beans.
My parents may not have been that well off, but at least they could feed us better than that.
That is
They didn't. What did they spice it up with? A ketchup packet from McDonald's?
to spice up baked beans. They already got all the spices they need.
How do you know? No, baked beans on their own have no spice.
What are you talking about? They're in the sauce.
Yeah, but the sauce, because somebody added to the sauce. Baked beans are... If you're just baking beans, there's no spice.
Baked beans are a very particular type of food. They're already in
They
the
are a
sauce.
unit of food.
Like baked beans and hot dogs, I would eat that any day of the week. I was already talking about earlier how I want to make chicken and dumplings.
I used to keep chili at home. Like, if I ever wanted like a cheap meal that I didn't want to do anything with, I would just take a can of like Hormel chili.
Yeah.
And I would just heat it up and then just dip chip in it and
Sure.
just eat it straight from the chili. That would be... I just take a... I was healthy then.
Hormel chili is okay, but I'm from the Cincinnati area, so we're not allowed to eat that.
Yeah,
We have to eat like Cincinnati.
You have
chili.
to get spaghetti sauce.
It's Cincinnati chili, and
No,
it
it's
is,
spaghetti sauce.
it's better than Hormel. Though I will admit there
How's
are
it better? What standard are you working this out from?
what is good.
Ooh.
That's the standard. No, I will admit Hormel's pretty good.
No, Hormel is cheap. I was working like minimum wage at a trucking company. I was just gonna get whatever I was gonna get.
There's really only 2 things you can make a chili cheese dog with: Cincinnati chili or Hormel. That's it. Like you can't like make a bowl of standard chili and put that on a hot dog. That
could.
will not work. I mean, you could, but it would not work.
Why not?
Mr.
There's not enough
DK,
preservatives?
wrong. Huh?
Not enough preservatives.
Something like that. I think because those are the only ones that are standard chili. Like a lot of
Skylines suck. It does.
it does not.
Like, do I need it? Hold on.
Together at last it's Skyline time.
This.
What's wrong with Skyline in a can?
It was poop.
It was not poop.
It was literal poop.
It's not-
like, so we cook. He gave us these in a can. He's like, it's a can of chili,
It's
and so
good
we
in a
made
pinch.
it. And it was This is what it looks like.
That is not. No, somebody just put
No.
juice there.
That is what it looked like.
It's a little better than that.
No, that it looked like a soup that was the most disgusting brown. And when you heated it up, it tasted like you had just taken red and yellow food dye and mixed it with sawdust. It was
Okay.
disgusting.
Okay, to be fair, Skyline in a can isn't the best way to.
No,
eat
you
Cincinnati.
just said it's okay.
It's okay.
And then you're telling me that this is what
It's
it is.
fine in a
This is my experience, and this is one of the first pictures that comes up. So I'm not the. What is going on with Skyline chili spaghetti in a can? This is at least 1/3 juice, and there were big clumps of what I assumed was way overcooked spaghetti. Michael, this is the standard that your country works on.
My country.
Yeah, Kentucky.
The country of Kentucky. Okay. Like,
It is poop.
Skyline in a can isn't the best way to eat Cincinnati chili. I make good.
Yeah, there's a better way to do it. It's
Yeah,
if I'm
I
gonna do a
make it.
3-way, I'm gonna get myself a good 3-way and pay good money at a hotel.
I mean, if they serve it.
Ask at the front desk.
Maybe around the Cincinnati area, you'll be able to find it. I think the closest place to here, actually, that serves proper Cincinnati chili is Indianapolis, and that's a heck of a drive. So
I had one of my favorite root beer and cream sodas that used to be around, like I could get in the can here, was Frost Top. And it was especially their classic one. Super, super good. And then I found that they are basically like an A&W out in Ohio. And I was going to pass through Ohio, and I was going to take a detour at one point to go to a Frost Top. I forgot. But
you know what's kind of crazy as far as Skyline is concerned, though?
Uh-oh.
You can find it around the Cincinnati area as far as Indianapolis and Florida. There are several locations in Florida for some reason. I assume it's because old people from Cincinnati moved down there and they took the chili with them.
Something seems weird on my copy here. It should have copied fine if I copied this. Did I paste that wrong? Okay, something's off here.
Okay, so you at least like Gold Star Jinxie Cake. I can forgive you. Because I like Gold Star a little bit more than Skyline too.
But we have a licensed Frost Top out here where I live. Depends on if it's the same thing as I used to have. I can't find them anymore here. Not that. Not Spreckers. Oh, I have a funny story with Spreckers.
What's a Spreckers? That sounds lewd.
These aren't the same unless they change. No, actually, no, these are the same. But so it is these ones. But there was a classic, I believe. It came in a glass bottle. I don't know. It was really good though. No, okay. So Spreckers, which is where'd it go? Right here.
Spreckers.
So if Spreckers is actually made in Wisconsin, and so it's a Milwaukee thing. So when we're at a Cider Fest, you see Spreckers around a lot because it's a local one. And we were at the George Webb, which is basically if you were to think of a poor Perkins, that's already like, or if a Denny's had no money.
It's a diner.
It is a cheap diner, like $3 breakfasts, but you're going to deal with $3 service. And we were there, and we were sitting at a couple of the booths, and one of my friends liked root beer. And so this lady comes over, and she leans, so they're behind the diner wall, and they lean over the wall because it's all connected there. And she's like, "What you want?" And we go through a bunch of stuff, and he gets to him, and he says, "I would like a root beer." And she says, "We don't have root beer." That's just the way she exactly said it. And he leans over and he looks behind her, and there's a fridge behind her with just an opening fridge that had a Spreckers just sitting right in the front of the fridge. And he's like, "Are you sure?" She goes, "We don't have root beer." And she was getting angry at him. And he's like, "It's literally right behind you, miss. There is a root beer that is closer to you than it is to us." And he's just like, "A water?" And she's like, "Fine." And she just grabbed the... But it was like, we're all leaning behind. We could just see it behind her. But she was very irate at that point. She was not having a good morning.
Oof. Now, I'll admit to liking George Webb's. I always liked it.
They were, you can't mess up too bad on heating up an egg or something. So if you went the cheap, like just standard bacon, eggs, and hash browns, no, they weren't that bad. And I actually kind of like that they just threw a Kraft slice of cheese on their stuff, because that was actually kind of good.
I grew up like going out to eat for breakfast. Like Waffle House was the big thing in Kentucky. So like that, and that George Webb's kind of reminded me of a large Waffle House, because Waffle Houses were always relatively small, and George Webb's was actually fairly big. So,
oh, I know what I did wrong here. I was supposed to copy the whole thing. I thought I only had to copy part of it, but there we go. Now, George Webb's at Cider Fest was the one you would go to because it was across the street. Literally. Like, you would walk out of the door and walk across the street and you would be at their front door. It was the easiest to get to, but it was very small. it was very cheap, but it would fill up very fast. So we started looking around, and we found some other breakfast places. One of them that nobody would go to, which at the time was called the International, and it was at a hotel that was 2 blocks away on the second floor. So it was kind of weird to get to, but they had like Korean chicken and waffles that were there at one time. That was fantastic. They changed names, so their menu's different now, and sadly it's gone. But it was so good, and nobody would go there. It'd be open fully, so we could go there for breakfast every morning, and we would get a full good breakfast at a really nice place that wasn't overly priced, and nobody would be there because it was just kind of tucked away. All right, see you later, Sunset. Thanks for coming. If you don't have a Waffle House in your town in Kentucky, it's a sin. Yeah.
I don't think there was a single exit that I can recall off the top of my head that didn't have a Waffle House off of it. So, like in Kentucky, they're everywhere. You turn a corner, there's a Waffle House, and they have good food at cheap prices, and it's quick. So, like especially the biscuits and gravy. Good biscuits and gravy.
All right, we're gonna grab our Phillies. We're going to extend this a little bit because I want to change their timings. So for one, I want to take all of them and we're going to scrunch them down.
Scrunch their nose.
Because I want to have... It's a very long loop. I wanted like a second and now it's 2. That's still really slow. If that's actually what it's going to be, I'm going to have to extend this more.
See you, Sunset.
I already said that.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, you're...
Oh, I want to say goodbye, too.
He's already gone. They're gone?
No.
Let's see if that... How does this work for speed? So this is 1 second loop. That is still not fast enough. We're gonna go super speed. These horses are gonna be like burning holes in the tractor.
They're superpowered horses.
No. If they're superpowered, they can't defend them, or they can defend themselves from boops, Michael.
Well, they're giving the tractor more horsepower.
Okay, I gotta give you that one. That's pretty good, but
comedy genius.
Yeah, we don't have Waffle House up here at all. We have IHOPs everywhere.
It's not the same thing.
No.
IHOP is a restaurant. Waffle House is a diner.
Waffle House is a Waffle House. It's just its own thing.
It's like, I don't know any places up here that I would consider a diner. Diners and restaurants are 2 very different things, and everything up here is a restaurant. It's just a different feel, a different layout. You don't so much have people waiting on you at your table as you have people like reaching from behind the counter to give you your food. It's like bar stools and tables that are just right up against the counter. A much smaller setup generally.
All right, so they're now just kind of wobbling. That's not what I'm looking for. So we need to modify this a little bit. So we're going to grab, I think I'm gonna have to go like character by character and do this. So a lot of these are gonna be like changed to halftime. Oh, that's the wrong direction.
AJ's goggles are kind of all over the place. What is up with that?
Theo, person love the retro diner aesthetic. What's the what?
AJ's goggles. They're kind of all over the place. Warhorse was pointing out, and he's right. They're like they're like bouncing around.
It's new fancy goggles. They're self-cleaning, and so they're in the self-cleaning mode. They just sadly use your forehead as its method of cleaning.
Honestly, Film Shot, I don't know how Waffle House has gotten away with it for as long as they have. Because those places fill up super fast, and then I guess you just have to go down to the next exit to get to the next one. They're not efficient, not by any standard. Yeah, the old diner setup.
There's a pancake house that's by us that we always tried to go to, but we never could because they would always just fill up.
Mm-hmm. Cool thing about Waffle House is you can just watch them cook your food, because the grill's right there.
Archer will do next. So I set up a camera so that I can actually see what's going on, because I need to make sure that the timing is everything delayed.
There are things.
Archer is not working right.
Oh, you leave her. She's only good. She's a good horse.
Archer is not doing what I need Archer to do.
There are things I enjoyed about the South film shot, but there's things I definitely don't miss. So I can give up Waffle Houses.
This is going to be really messy, I think. Oh, that didn't do that right at all. So he needs to go down and then turn back up. But no, actually, I need to lock his legs. There we go. Now we'll go down, back up. Now he's doing okay. Good job, horse.
Yeah,
you are doing good at being horse.
She's a good horse.
I might be breaking her a little bit. Now that I think about it.
She's a blue scootaloo without wings.
Lulu. She might break a little bit because these copy pastes are not accurate, but you know what? It's close enough. Unlock you there. Okay, Archer's down. Let's do Domitera. I don't want to turn the camera until I'm ready. Okay, so what are you... Ooh. You're... No, not Domitera. I'm thinking Silver Spoon. You're the same horse. Just one's the master, one's the slave.
Scootaloo.
Okay. Let's do Snips. Can't do it. A little bit early. Okay, his were backwards. Can't remember what direction I made on these. Okay. It's okay that everything looks like it's on pace. Scooter Blue. Scooter Blue. Where are you?
You'll stop on a tractor. She is.
She's not stuck, she's having fun. Let's see. Having tons of fun. Applejack's having tons of fun. She's sneezing.
She is like, I've kidnapped all these children by mistake.
We named this. It's non-consensual field trip.
Yes. Taken off, and the field trip leader doesn't even consent.
Okay, so Dinky. What are you going to do, Dinky?
Besides be adorable. No, stop.
She's going to do fine.
Stop breaking her legs. No. Why do you hate? Why do you hate? That's talented.
Very flexible.
Yes. Mom would be proud.
Oh. So it's me when I get up in the morning.
Same. I crack about everything as soon as I wake up.
About everything?
Everything I can.
What can't you? Your brain?
Like, the middle of my calf, I guess, doesn't crack too much.
I can do that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can do yours.
Oh.
Sorry, I clarify.
I can pretty much crack everything in my arms, and then my shoulders, my back, and then my, like something pops in my rib cage area. I don't know. My neck. most certainly. And my feet, I can pop those.
I have a feeling like we're gonna have to play at some point. That they're all just going down the road like this, and they're gonna be like, "What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt them."
No, I'm gonna.
No.
I'm not gonna hurt them. There's no pain in death.
No. No. They're going to the boob factory.
I'm gonna put it like somewhere like a sign on the machine that just says like Michael's Grinder.
No, they're the boob factory. It's the boob factory. They're going in there to get boobs. Nothing else.
Okay, so they've been told they're going there for boobs, right?
They're going there for boobs, yeah.
I don't think she wants the boobs.
Well, she just doesn't want to be stuck on the track.
No, she doesn't want the boobs because she's not looking at the tractor. She's looking forward.
I don't think she has a choice.
Here.
Let me finish it.
Yes. Make you finish it? I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
There's only a little bit left. That's fine.
And the ponies have died during the making of this video. None. No, look, they're all alive so far. And anyway, I can reverse time and they're all alive again. I am God here.
It's just like make a nice video where they all go out to get ice cream. Wouldn't that be nice? Ice cream?
Maybe, but no. I think I already did that one, which is the other one that's up here. Philly whatever. Okay. Let's grab back legs for them. I think I haven't done this one yet. No, I haven't. I'm gonna go the other direction. Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
Oops, no, it's not Spreckers.
Spreckers.
Why was that carrot?
Carrot?
It was a carrot. Instacart. Okay, I'm like, root beer, carrot? That is a type of root, kind of.
I want some carrot soda.
Probably exists.
Oh, I remember when I was a kid.
Oh god, it felt like you were leading into a story.
I remember when I was a kid seeing chocolate soda everywhere for a while, but then that disappeared.
We had an idea for one of the podcast like segments where we want to have Michael give like two tidbits of like two one-sentence things that happened in his life. One is real, one isn't, and we have to guess which one is fake. Because he could make up anything. It could be something real and something ridiculous, and we would have still no idea.
Apparently, I've led an interesting life.
There's a difference between interesting and interesting.
I mean, I do stuff. I don't know. I didn't think about it as being all that weird when growing up. Just, I guess it was just the standard, poverty-ridden Kentucky life. Dr. Eggman from Sonic. Ugh. How does he sound? Like, I'm a get.
What?
I'm working on it. Like,
wait, hold on.
It's just,
hold on. We need to see if there's a model for this.
Oh no.
This needs to happen. No, because I know what you're gonna sound like, and it's gonna be so bad that we need something.
Of course, it's gonna be bad.
Well, there's a Switch LED model right after coming out with that Switch other thing, and that's a very whatever. Okay.
Sure. The muscular Eggman.
We're not gonna grab the muscular Eggman. We're gonna grab like this one.
That's classic Eggman.
Oh, it includes audio files. Wait, it includes all those audio files? Yeah, we're not grabbing that then. But I won't. Okay, I thought it said an inappropriate version of the model.
Not safe for work Eggman.
That's what I was thinking, horrifying. And I'm like, do you wish to see his egg?
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see here. We gotta. Model for you. Why no muscular Eggman? No. Okay, there are a couple things I need to double check first.
He's very tall.
Need to verify I can open his mouth.
Kinda, yeah.
I have to set that up a little different, but I can. All right, so we're gonna.
How much time are you planning on putting into this?
Oh my god.
There's no rig.
There's no nothing. Okay, he's gonna stay T-pose Eggman. Okay, before you do anything, we need to. Can I do like this, and this?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Fine.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you, Sonic. I know you put those images in my Google search history of yourself, and I did not put those there. I just wanted to, like, I just typed in Blueface things, and all of a sudden, there you are. And my wife divorced me after she saw them, so I need to stop you from being on my internet feeds. That's my whole character arc, because I make small animals into robots because I got nothing better to do because my wife left me. I'm sad. Was that the line?
I think the teeth were supposed to be included in there.
I think it's like his bottom line of teeth. Like,
Okay. Where is his teeth? Wait. There's teeth upper. Where's teeth lower? Oh, there it is.
Like,
No,
my dentures fell out. Sonic, I blame you and you're making me eat all that candy on the face, on the lines. Why do you haunt my dreams? Like, I dream about you, Sonic, every night. And I must stop this. I must stop the dreams. I must kill you and take you back to my house and like chain you in the basement. I mean, no. No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. I'm very conflicted. I'm a sad man. I try to tell people I'm like in my 20s, but I'm actually like 52. It's getting really sad at this point.
Are you doing Eggman yourself? I'm confused.
No. People can't look at Eggman's search history. It's full of much Sonic. It's not okay. But it's Sonic's fault, so
I feel like your normal voice does Eggman better.
Like it's like I wanna stop Sonic so I can have Sonic. I mean, no. I mean, I want to just stop it and then turn him into a robot that I'll keep in my basement and will do anything I say. Yes, like do my laundry and cook me dinner and wear an outfit on occasion.
French maid.
Yes. Like, it's like how long does this impression have to go on? I've made my intent very clear. I want to ogle Sonic. Yes.
Okay, there you go. I'll release you.
That just kept going. It was torture.
Underbite. Didn't say it would be good. You got the voice impression. I'm taking it to the extra step.
I think Eggman has some issues.
Diabetes, I think, is number one.
For sure. No, he's called Eggman because he eats nothing but eggs. He's just like, he's a ton of protein. He's got high cholesterol.
Cool.
Thank you, Joe. And hello, Joe. Yo, Joe. I miss those memes. How is Joe doing? I hope Joe is doing good. We got to start up the board game meets again. Now that I think about it, because we always saw you at those.
Is that open?
I think it is. Because Joe is a local person and local bro. He's a local individual. But we need to start those up again. It's the game with the Joe in the name.
Will we finally be allowed to play Candyland?
No. But no, we used to, as a local brony group, on the first Saturday of the month, we used to go to a local place called Fantasy Flight. It was a board game meetup spot. We'd go from like 4 to midnight, or whenever they closed, and they had tons of tables and some food you could buy and board games. You could just take off the wall, and we just played board games for like 7-8 hours. And we used to do it every first Saturday until COVID, but we haven't done that since. But Joe would always come.
They won't let me play Candyland or Monopoly. Monopoly is apparently the board game of all collective evil.
Yes, it is.
So we can't play Monopoly.
Monopoly is not a good game.
It is though. You get to hurt people.
I was just talking about how before about games that there's not a clear winner or loser, and that is a game where the winner is determined a third through the game.
No, one time I was playing a game of Monopoly and everybody was losing to this one guy. So everybody sold me their properties for $1, and then I kicked his butt.
That's the one thing that I can appreciate about the game is when people start abusing the rules, because the whole game is about the abusion of capitalism, and then when people start abusing those rules, and then if people get salty about it, it's like it's capitalism. I mean, it's working.
Just to screw over this one guy, everybody sold me their properties for $1.
Yeah, if they're already going to lose and they know they're going to lose, you could win then.
Yeah, I totally.
It's called privilege.
I just hated that guy because he always won. Apparently, they made it so he couldn't.
There's definitely strategy to the game, but the strategy when a game's strategy is being an asshole. No, that's the strategy. There is you have to be an asshole. And I don't get it. Why do people want to be such asses to each other? You could say yes because it's fun, but then why is the pain of others entertainment for you?
Isn't that the entire premise of the game? Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, but you don't choose the sorry parts. It just happens, and then you're like, whoopsie. The choice isn't yours as much. There's certain elements to some games, or like saying Catan. One of the guys I was talking about getting rid of the thief in general when sevens are rolled to remove that contentious element. But I feel like that is actually a necessary part of the game where it allows people to target the top players to help catch up. Without it, top players can run away. And so that to me is different. Where in Monopoly, it's the opposite, where the top players can run away. Mm-hmm. And then they run away by being an asshole.
You've never won a game of Monopoly, have you?
No, I have. I just don't think that it's something I just don't enjoy it. I'm always under the idea that if it's something that you aren't enjoying, then why the hell are you doing it? And if I don't enjoy playing it, I'm not going to play it.
I mean, it's one of those games where you can just kind of turn your brain off. That's why I enjoy it.
No, I don't. No, it's stupid. It's a stupid game. Exactly. It's a stupid game that exists for stupid reasons. Because
I want to be stupid, though.
You do a damn good job.
I know. It's very easy.
Very practiced.
It is very relaxing to be dumb.
But I can play other games to be dumb. Catan, to me, is one where you can be dumb.
A little bit. You can be dumber for that one than a lot of the games we play.
Yeah. I love Catan. Catan's fun because it's a game that mixes randomicity, a random chance with skill. So there are certain choices you can make that will affect your ability to win, and it's your ability to talk people into trades, and there's a little bit of manipulation in there about what you have, what you don't have, and there's about keeping track of what other people have and knowing that the last couple of turns were so that you can use a Monopoly card at the right time. I like those elements, but then I also like the fact that you could get screwed on rolls, or you could win on rolls. We at one time had it where me and Mitch were playing a game where we were playing as a group, me and Mitch together, because we had too many people, and so we were poop. Normally we have Poop Nation or Pooptopia, which is like the black. Or not the black, the brown town. It was always Pooptopia. But we had the Poop Nation because it was like me and Mitch playing together. And so we would try to make decisions together. And we literally got locked into a corner on a Seafarers map where everybody's exploring the map. And we legitimately could not get out of our little corner. So we developed the crap out of it. And we won the game. We never, everybody's exploring everywhere. And then we just went boom, 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 boom at the end and we won. And so the fact that you can come out of nowhere like that and play off whatever your strengths are and make it work was pretty good.
It's all about the roles in that game.
And yes, and if you don't have your roles, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But I enjoy that game because it to me is a sweet spot of balance between what you have choice over and what you have no choice over. Monopoly is a game that you have no choice over anything, because if you roll and you land at a spot, you buy it. That's the way it comes down to. And then after that, it just comes down to buying properties, which is just changing a 0 to a 1. There's no strategy in that. And if you run out of money, you're mortgaged up. It's more about hitting triggers, and the trigger satisfies the means. To me, there's no strategy to the game. Yes, I'm bitter.
I mean, only towards Monopoly.
It's a stupid game.
He hates it.
I do hate Monopoly.
I feel like it beat him when he was young or something.
There's so many other games I'd rather play. Like Power Grid is good.
I never heard of that one.
I don't know how to explain it. That one, that one's a good game. Ticket to Ride is a good game because a lot of those you have choice. I like that. Woo woo Obama. I like Catan because it's a combination of Monopoly and Risk.
I don't like Risk.
Kinda. That's two extremes, I think.
Risk has one strategy that'll always win, and it's always a fight of who can achieve it first. And then that's only the first eighth of the game, and the rest of it is just watching everyone else die.
I see Catan as. I used to have a good comparison for it. But I feel like Catan is a basis for other games more often than not. Like Scythe, I would see as a Catan with the dice removed and more strategy added. It feels very Catan-like. I mean, not just because it's grid, but it's territory control and moving around territories. I love Scythe. That's one of my favorites because that's a game that has no random and it is all choice.
The
combat cards are the only random
factions you start out with and stuff. That's all.
Okay, yeah, but a lot of that isn't. It's not a random element during the game. So at the beginning of Scythe, you pick but you get a random nation and you get a random action board, and the nation dictates what your power is, what your special ability is. Like one might allow 2 of the same action in a row, one might let workers cross water, and it will dictate what their mechs can do. But everything else is the same. Then the action board is we have a top and bottom action, and during a turn you can do a top and action and the matching bottom action, but the next turn you can't do the same cube again. You have to go to another group. You can go back and forth, but you can't do 2 in a row. But every one of those action boards has a different matched top and bottom action. So you might get the one board that works really well for your nation, or maybe you might get one that isn't. There's actually one combination that is considered too broken, and they recommend that if you get it to pick another random one because it's just too strong. It's what makes one of the blocks really powerful and one of the ones a lot weaker, but since you have to move around, it's not as strong. But then one of the nations, since you can choose the same one over and over again, was a little OP. So, but no, it's a fun game. I love Scythe. It's a long game though. Okay, we're gonna.
A lot of the games we play are pretty long.
It depends. Like that Terraforming Mars one took a while, but we had to we were outside and we had to move in from the rain and stuff too.
It was super nice out until that happened.
Yeah. We were playing board game outside for a while, and then but we had to go in,
which is always risky.
But Terraforming Mars is great because it's just. I feel like it's a game that anybody can jump into, and even if you're losing, it doesn't matter. Because it always feels like you're winning. It always feels like even if you lose, you did a lot of cool stuff. And that's I like that.
Terraform to Mars. That's pretty good.
We're gonna just rechime Sweetie Belle a little bit. Now, how does this all look?
I think the last time we played both Scythe and Terraforming Mars, it was the first time we played it in like the better part of a year. So I had forgotten most of the rules. But I would look forward to another game in the near future. Probably do better.
We need to do the campaign too.
Don't go changing it up on me now. I'm just figured it out again. It's like, now that you figured out the rules, I'm changing them. Like, no. Drive me insane.
As long as I'm having a great time hanging out here. Well, we are too. I'm on my third glass of mead. Third? Yes.
Yeah. You're looking for this? It's empty.
Yeah, I know it's empty. I just want to just make
You want
sure
something
whatever it was.
else?
No, I'm good right now. Well, I still have half a cup.
I mean, in the near future.
I like some of the other stuff I'll drink fast. I like savoring the mead because it is good mead.
It is good. It's not the best meat I've had, but it is good.
Oh no, but it's for the being you can get it for a couple dollars a can, but I mean this is off the tap, so it's probably this was like. So I had what 3 of these glasses, and you had like 2.5 of your glass for the full thing, and that was like $18. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, like the only other meat place I can even find meat is that wine place. I can't remember the name of it. Wine something.
Total Wine?
Total Wine, yeah.
Oh no, there was a couple at the local place. MTM had some. Only like 2. Yeah. There wasn't a great selection.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got the one with the horse on it that one time. That's how I remember it. It had a horse on it.
I was going to move the heads a little bit. I'm trying to determine if I even care enough. I think that I want to move the heads, but I think I might move the heads with the tractor. So this is where I'm going to kind of do that. And so I'm going to try to cheat this a little bit, and we're going to see how it goes, though I have a feeling it's instead just going to be super creepy. But that's fine, because Michael's here, and breaking necks is hilarious.
No, they can't be. Horses can never be creepy. They're adorable.
They can't be creepy?
No, you can be mean to them, but they're not creepy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna totally be mean to them. I accidentally just clicked that wrong. Sorry. Should be able to just go through here now. Yeah.
I'm surprised how you're still able to do this after like 2.5 glasses of meat.
I think it's just so much freaking practice. Like it's, it inhibits your ability to brain, but I'm having a full conversation and able to still click all the buttons because I'm not braining at all. I just shut my brain off and everything's running on automatic. It's like some little gerbils in the background like, I'm good.
I mean, I don't know that alcohol has ever stopped conversations up to the point of passing out.
Oh, fuck.
But if anything, they enable conversation. But... Wow, that is kind of neat. No. Stop! They don't deserve this. They're adorable. Adorable things should not be hurt. No. No. Be kind. I feel like they just cracked their necks there. Like, now they feel better. Like they were getting the kinks out.
I like having that crack button.
You
but
have a fart button.
Bearded One, what are you drinking? If you're having some drinks, I'm always curious. That's what people are. Mosh pit. It's mosh pit on a tractor. That's first time for everything, I guess. Okay, so here they go down. So we're gonna have them. What else? So this will be up because they're going down.
Oh, you got a stupid face.
I did. Well, it's a cut. Not surprised, kite given that. All right, give me a sec. I want to go through and do these head because I don't want to reselect all those bones. And then I will do the stupid face.
Angry Orchard is good if you don't mind the sugar.
I was drinking Angry Orchard a bit ago. I can too many Angry Orchard and I feel gut rot. because I'm always thinking about what can I have a bunch of. To me, I can go until I can't drink anymore on this mead because it's sweet, but it's not full of sugar to where I'm gonna feel like I'm too full of stuff.
Well, it's just a weird thing to say about an alcohol made from honey. But yeah, it is on the drier side. Creative Beard Guy, just a couple glasses of Jack Daniels on my third. So you're just drinking straight whiskey.
Just straight whiskey, not gonna mix it with anything.
Hey, somebody who does what I just pretty much the same thing I do all the time.
Maybe beer snob, but you're wrong. I was drinking. Beer is different. Like John, if you want to have a conversation about beer, talk to John. He's big on trying new things. He's a phone app that he keeps track of all the different beers in the area, and if you list the beer that's local, he'll know what it is. When we brought up going to the North Shore of Minnesota to hang out for like a trip, he immediately brought up that Two Harbors up there has a brewery he wants to go to. Like John is a huge beer, I wouldn't call it snob, but he is a big beer fan, and he always has beers that I've never heard of, and there's tons of beers out there to try. So
the cool thing about John is he'll bring these different beers here, and for me, I will try them. If John brings them and offers them, I will try them, but I've yet to find a beer that I actually really like.
Yeah. Well, I haven't tried good beers. I think that I would enjoy a good beer, but I have as a line of reference is like Coors and shit.
Well, as far as like mass-produced beers are concerned, the one I kind of like is what we have in there, and that's Guinness. I do like, as far as beers are concerned, I don't like really any beer that much, but if I had to drink a beer, it would be Guinness. As far as like the mass-produced beers are concerned. John brings the weird stuff all the time.
Yeah, but it always is something really different, and I like different, so it always sounds really good.
I mean, I tried the last one he brought. It was
like sour stuff, Michael.
Do I like sour stuff?
Ever had a ghost style?
I don't know. It's something John could have very well brought to me. Last time he brought something that was a little bit on the sour side, they said it tasted like soda pop. I didn't think it tasted like soda pop. I thought it tasted like a beer that was a little different. But I don't know. I like wines, I like meads, and I like ciders, and I'll drink straight whiskey, but I do not like beer. I guess it's just everybody's taste buds are different, I guess. I don't know.
So being that I'm a big coffee fan, it's actually kind of surprising. Like the thing is, I should enjoy beer more. And actually, I haven't had beer in a while since I've been started drinking like more black coffee. So maybe I do, and I just don't know it. But
I like coffee, but I don't like beer. Still.
You sent something on Discord. It is. Oh, that was TrockCon is doing something, aren't they? Oh God, there's a bunch of people in chat
TrockCon is this
here.
weekend.
Is there?
Have a good time to anybody who's there.
It's down here.
We should go to TrockCon sometime.
Not this year.
Not this year.
But I do want to go there at some point. Good.
Well, this year we'd have to already be.
I don't want to. Anything that might potentially be game soundtracks and stuff could potentially get it flagged for stuff, so I prefer not to. But I will check it out later. Yeah. Hello, Alexander. How are you doing? Yeah. You're talking on multiple chats. It's cheating.
You can say hello to the stream in the regular stream chat too.
Yeah, that's cheating. Oh, Warhorse is also cheating, but and you had an opportunity to make a smile, and you chose the default emoji. Default emoji.
He did a cute rainbow day.
Let's find. Let's on. You know what? This is the one you do. You do the Michael.
I want you to do it for derbies. Give me derbies, chat. I want derbies.
You want derbies? I can do a derby.
I demand derbies.
There. Oh wait. We gotta have derby. We gotta have derby getting sucked into.
Oh, we got some more derbies. Okay. Oh, she's gonna get that juice.
She's getting. No. The juice is getting her.
What?
That's how it works.
How did she get juice?
She's being consumed by the juice.
Is that a derby? That's a Trixie.
Look at all those derpies. That's a lot of derpies.
They got some muffins too. Warhorse, that's Lyra's. That's not derpies.
But they're working their way through it. See, all these are eating it. There's a lot of derpies. No, he's got a derpy with a gun.
Oh no,
that's derp. It's called derp gun.
Sure. Warhorse, you're proposing things that aren't derpies.
I love you can go through and go like not nitro, not nitro, nitro. Nitro, not nitro, nitro, not nitro, not nitro.
Warhorse got that nitro.
He got it recently, I think.
Look at that. I'm so happy to see that derpies. Good job, Sir Edward.
All right. Well, I'm going to check that out later.
Yes. You can check out all
we have a Discord. And I've been meaning I need to put out an announcement. I'm going to be... So, heads up for anybody that might be interested. We are going to be looking for... I keep saying we because I don't like associating things with myself. I'm going to be looking for... 1 to 2 people to help run some Discord stuff. So the idea being secondary moderator, but that's not the priority. I want to try to find some people that can help run event type stuff. So people want to do like, hey, a movie night or game competition or something. I want to find some people that can do that. Only reason I'd find 2 is if I want to find 2 people that are doing 2 different types of things, like SFM and non-SFM or anything else or something like that.
But do a regular game stream if you want it.
But no, I want to find somebody that can do that outside of me, because it's not that I wouldn't want to do it, but I'm not good at it. I am very much I'm antisocial, and so if I were to start doing something like that, I would start to push it away and not do it. So I don't trust myself to keep doing it. So I'm going to be looking for somebody that would be wanting to do that at some point.
Do you want me to do like a regular stream of some sort? I could.
If you want to be the person, you can.
Sure. You look at me like I'm incapable of playing board games.
No, it would be about creating events for everybody, not just so that it's like, hey, everybody, come watch me do something. Oh. It's about creating something of hey, we're gonna have a movie night and setting it up, getting it done.
No, I can force the stream to watch movies only I like.
But it's about. I don't trust you with the responsibility.
What are you talking about? I do stuff for you all the time.
I know, but it's usually because you would delve yourself into it for a very short period of time and then burn yourself out on it until you're done.
No, if you asked me to do something,
I'm not asking you to do it. It'd be about you saying that you would be willing to do it off of I would be sitting you down and talking with you about it.
This is a fun dynamic where he asks me to do things and then I do them and then he convinces himself that I burn the candle at both ends to make it happen. But I make it happen.
Whether or not a music is put on a copyright claim isn't enough, because I had for instance, one of the episodes of Hellsing Abridged was removed because it had an AC/DC song on it. Well, that's the one that I used. The entire video that I have has that entire clip in it. Theirs got flagged for it. Mine hasn't, because larger visibility creates an easier time for those things to get flagged. So I try to stay away from it at all, because while it might not flag now, it could in the future. And I right now have it where on the live stream channel, once every 2 days, I get a flag on a live stream from my past archive because it had a song in there that now has went into copyright. So and so every 2 days I get a new message saying, hey, this is being monetized for somebody else now. It doesn't matter. It has 30 other people being monetized on there. Good luck getting your half penny. But still. So I try to, if I don't know what it is, I don't like clicking it. Are you probably Left Hand Milk Stout or Wake and Bake Stout or Terrapin or Big Dead? That's a lot of words. I'll talk to John. I'm glad you ended it at the right phrase there. But no, I will be putting out a thing later for looking for somebody to handle some of that stuff, because I think that having somebody make that that's their thing they want to do, I think would be doing a much better job of it than me.
Wants to watch Hocus Pocus chat.
And plus, my thing is doing a couple different things, and if I felt like I was also managing a whole bunch of other stuff, I would be taking away from the time to do the things that I'm supposed to do, and then it would be hey, y'all like that I do this thing, but I'm not doing it anymore because I'm trying to manage everything else. That's stupid.
No. So, yeah, you should stick to what you're doing.
I'm already trying to do more than I really should, and what I'm able.
You're doing these streams, and then you're doing the weekend Saturday stream. What else?
The weekend Sunday stream. I also try to make stuff for Patreon and supporter stuff, but it surprisingly takes a long time to make some of those, so it's that they're few and far between. Managing a lot of the stuff, doing research for podcast stuff, looking into what works, what doesn't, looking into the future, so when we get there, I know what I need. There's a lot of planning and prep work. Plus, I'm trying to prep the next video, and I need to talk to Knightley about it because I might need his help on stuff.
I could do something tomorrow.
You could
Saturdays are pretty open.
Actually, okay, so they actually all kind of go up at about the same time. I mean, I retime things, but the two people on the side here, the ones that are most visible, already go up with it. So I think I'm good on this. I think I could have it where, like, I thought I could have this guy like swing out more when it turns out, but I don't think I need to. Because I always go off of, does it feel like I need to change something to make it feel natural? And for these ones on the outside, the only thing that feels unnatural to me, and let me turn out the lights because it'd be easier to see, is her head.
Oh, Penelope's?
It feels like it's bobbing too much. Everybody else,
That looks fine to me.
it feels like it's bobbing too much. Everybody else feels fine. The only things I would need to add is some random blinking throughout everybody so that they're not, going dry eye the whole time. And
I need a bug stuck in Scootaloo's teeth.
later, Spider Kid. And a little bit of something for those two, but I don't know what to add to these two because I really can't add anything to that. Oh no, I already did their head. There's nothing more I can do. They're plastered to the I was gonna say the horse. It's a mechanical horse.
You could just make like a big old bug like hit Scootaloo's teeth or something.
No, that's a minor detail.
I mean, looking for something different.
Oh, I gotta check. Okay, the tire is spinning. It was just spinning at a rate that made it look still for a little bit because the frame rate's varying, so sometimes it matches the spin rate. I don't mind if I don't do their mouth, but I do have to add a blink every now and then. Because if I don't add a blink every now and then, then they look literally dead. So we're going to... Let's grab a blink for Dinky. Okay, see, that's actually in a bump too. And then we're gonna just grab here. Actually, I don't know. I gotta be careful on these blinks. This is gonna be a hell of a render because blinks never end up right. There's always the frame or two at the start and the frame or two at the end, which in this case, since I'm going to be doing a very short blink, means that it's not going to be enough, where the blinks are not going to show up correctly. So that means I'm probably going to have to manually render this entire thing. And by manually render, I mean wait for it to process on this frame, then export an image through this entire thing. Because normally I can pick and choose the beginning and the end of blinks, but there's going to be so many randomly strewed throughout, I don't think it's going to be able to work. I think I'm going to have to manually render like 90 frames. This is why I want to start rendering this stuff early. So I can start fixing that stuff early. Oh, that's going to suck. Anyway. Now that I just figured out something I'm not going to want to do. How is everybody's Friday going?
Welcome to the stream, everyone.
You're just joining. I'm sad.
No, we're just joining. We're starting over.
We're starting over?
I got the sense that you were having a moment, so we're starting this brand new stream. Hello, everyone.
Brand new stream.
Yes. Separate from what was happening before.
Hold on. Hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm still sad.
Jeez. Good times.
Make me happy.
Okay, I'm gonna go make myself happy.
You bring that back and just splash it with water a little bit. I just don't want to have it sitting.
Rinse it out.
Just a quick rinse right now. I'll do a good better rinse later. They rinse it every time I go to fill that thing up at the place. They always like, "Do you wash it out beforehand?" I'm like, "No, I let it sit in dried sugared substance for the last 4 weeks." Yeah, I know that's probably why they ask. So I'm being an ass about it, but they probably have had worse. No, I'm doing well though. I've actually the other couple weeks we had all our audit stuff. This week I was back at the office, which is still kind of rough. Today I worked from home, but it's still I'm getting back up to speed on the office stuff. I'm kind of nice. It's kind of nice being back at the office a little bit, but it's still when you're used to kind of being able to do things at your own pace a little bit more. I kind of miss that. Oh, it's really late on the stream today. It's Friday. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. Fine, we got like 40 minutes left. We're probably gonna end like 10 minutes early because I need to make sure to raid mid-prem. If she gets to me first, Mangry. Nobody, but because we need to raid the mid-prem. What is she doing today? You're just playing BioShock 2. Okay, so we gotta figure out what is that? If she's playing BioShock 2, then I'm guessing she's not going to play for just like 2 hours, so I think we're good. Who did I just make blink? Oh, it's you. Okay, you didn't even... Oh, I didn't make you blink yet. I guess that would be the first step. Okay. There we go. So the cool thing about this, if you hit 0, it will 0 anything that's on the eye bit, and then if you hit the eye close, you can just basically have a wandering like blink, and that's why I can just grab this and then go bang, bang, and it's fine. I heard you were talking about beer. We were, John. So according to Nolan, he says, I would probably like Left Hand Milk Stout or Wake and Bake Stout by Terrapin or Big Daddy Vladdy Imperial Stout by Terrapin. So I'm guessing Terrapin is a thing because I like coffee and that sounds like a lot of milk stouts. And again, I'm not a big fan of beer, but I haven't had beer in a while. But you are the expert. I don't mind trying beers again. It's been one of those things of like, say you don't like something or like at one point, then you just kind of think, nah, I don't want to have that anymore. It doesn't mean that your tastes change. I used to not like black coffee, but I like black coffee now. So I start with a Surly coffee bender. I have had that. Were you with us when we did the Surly tour? I can't remember if you were or not. Surly is a local place. Oh, okay, you weren't. Yeah, we did a Surly tour, and I did have the coffee bender. Well, okay, you can't just say, "Hey, you like coffee?" Well, it's coffee mixed with beer. No, I'd prefer to try to find something that's not just coffee mixed with beer, but that was pretty good. Those are mostly Atlanta beers, so we need to find closer beers. Surly is a good one, but I like local stuff. Not just because it's local, but it's also just, there's something that just feels nice about drinking and supporting a company that is like, that's why we like going to Sociables, is because, I mean, it's a really nice location and nice drinks, but also they're just a small business that's trying to make their way in a larger market, and it's just fun supporting them. So you got some really cool people there.
I miss the old food vendor.
I could have reused my same glass.
I think it would have fit.
Probably not. I do miss the old food vendor. I kind of do like the sandwiches just because it feels...
It's different, but
I like the pie, though.
I can't help but feel like that pie is just from the store, and they're just...
I don't care. I don't care if it's from the store or not. If it's good pie, it's good pie.
Sure. But the old food vendor was better.
Yes, when Surly does theirs, they actually get their beans from a local bean place, which is Dogwood. So it's a local Minnesota bean company that they get their beans to Surly, that is a local beer place, and then they actually they do basically just steep it with the beans. So yeah, I like that. I'm gonna keep her wide-eyed because it's a good face.
Oh, Archer, this is a good face. Look at that face. It's adorable.
You know, all this minor detail stuff. It's actually it's kind of nice because I can kind of do this on the side, but no, I'll try that because like I know Kyle was talking about milk, so he actually has some nitro stouts. I don't know what those are. Recently,
I mean, I'm willing to try anything at least once.
That's what she said.
I still haven't found a beer I really like.
But when's the last time you had well, okay, you've tried some of John's. I haven't. Yeah, John. And so I think I almost should because there's probably some that would enjoy. I just don't see myself enjoying them in large volume. To me, it's not just about having a drink that you like, but something you can have a bunch of. Because if you only can have one of them and you're good, how good is it? Nitro is kind of heavy. Yeah, Kyle had he had quite a few of them. He brought a whole 6-pack this last Saturday when we had our Adam hangout this Saturday. Yeah, he went through a lot of them.
Yeah, I think last time everybody was together, I think I had a Guinness and then I tried whatever John brought. They were all saying it tastes like soda pop, but I don't remember the name of it.
I'm gonna have Tiara do a little different thing here. Lambics are soda. Okay. I can't really have her look left and right without having her. So I think I'm gonna have to make her look right. I want to make it more obvious that she's actually turning her eyes, though. I think the most complicated part about this scene is going to be the hair, because I haven't even baked him yet. Right now it's just all random whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fruit soda beer. That's interesting.
It was interesting. It wasn't a normal beer, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of indifferent towards it, but that's better than a lot of beers. Some beers I can't even finish.
Applejack do this for earning more horsepower on the tractor? Yes. She was like, I want a more powerful tractor, so I must run over an elementary school. So it's a common thing in both America and Equestria. Oh, no, that's drugs. We don't want drugs.
It's her getting ready to pass out. No. She can't pass out. She's got to be awake for the boops.
The boop with the grinder?
It's the Boopinator 3000. It boops.
It's the grinder 3000.
No.
You remembered it was 3000.
No. I will believe what I want to believe.
Silver Spoon we can't really see. So if you can't really see her, it means that she could be blinking off camera, so I'll just leave it at that. These ones, though, I do need to do some blinks for. Oh, no, that's your eyes. We need upper face. There we go.
No child sacrifice happening here, Sir Edward.
So it must be sacrificed to the mechanical horse on wheels. Sure.
He's talking about the tractor. I was just making sure you knew. I had a minor warhorse moment. That's okay.
It's called a warhorse moment?
when you state the obvious or miss the obvious. It's a warhorse moment.
Do I need to join a Discord to ask a question?
We're talking about you, Warhorse. It's fine.
We give Warhorse a lot of crap because we have a smaller Discord that's for our core random friend group, and he'll pop in at random, but it's usually to ask a question, and so he'll pop in and after 2 weeks of not being there. I mean, he's been popping in more lately because he's going to be moving up to this area, but he would just pop in after 2 weeks and be like, "Hi, Warhorse," and be like, "Hi," and then be like, "What do you want?" He's like, "Nothing." but hey, I have a question. And it would, we'd answer the question, be like, okay, I gotta go. And he would just disappear. We was giving crap because we're like, you only come on because you need something.
Warhorse, you're allowed to stay and chat for more than just questions. It's okay.
No, he's been staying on later now, but it's usually because he comes on to let us know that there's more info about moving. So I guess it's kind of no different, just more info. Oh, shut up.
Oh, good stuff. Nah, it'll be fun.
Snails, again, doesn't matter because you can't see them. And Snips is also not important. So, does the blinks feel okay? Oh, wait, we haven't done Scootaloo. But she is the number 1 visible. So again, I don't really care about where I select right now. All I'm going to do is 0, which doesn't really matter with her because you don't have anything, and then full eye close. Now I can figure out where I want it because this is setting it eye to 0, which puts everything to base, and then increases close. So basically, this is a close wherever I want it, even if there was animation already there. So the one thing I like about SFM is the ability to, you can make a motion and then pick its location without doing it the other way around, and I love being able to do that. Okay, that's a pretty good blink. I like that. I think what I'm going to do, because hers is probably going to be the most important, is I'm going to probably have it. Oh, I think. Oh, that's actually a good spot right there. I'm going to add a little bit more emotion to hers because she is the primary person that is viewed. So I want to keep her being that way. So I'm going to have her squint a little bit here.
Wait, which one's the primary one?
Scoots.
Oh, yeah.
She is the number 1 focus. So I'm going to put the most amount of time into ensuring that she looks good. Everybody else to me is tertiary.
I mean, my eyes keep wandering over to Dinky because she's the cutest one, but no, how dare!
If you want,
why are you expressing your jealousy?
You can fix this, Michael.
No. Why? Why are you evil? She just looks dead.
No, she doesn't look dead. She is dead.
No.
Did she just... No, she just poof. Technically, I'm going over there, not up there. More west and north. Okay, so Warhorse
discussion.
Okay. So there's a couple... Here's... If we're going to help you speak Minnesotan.
No, we're going to help you speak properly. Up means you're going to.
And you can't speak, Mr. Hot Dish. Shut the fuck up. So,
no, that's
in Minnesota, especially, some of the things you have to remember is if you are going anywhere recreational or anywhere, it's probably going up somewhere. Really, if you're traveling anywhere, you're going up somewhere. Because in Minnesota, we live south of the state, and everywhere north is the cabins. So everybody says they're going up north. They're going up to the cabin. They're going up. So everybody says up. If you're going south, you're probably going to say you're going up. You're not going to say I'm going down. If you're going down, it means you're like flying down to Texas or some shit. So you're always going to say you're going up somewhere. Language. When does that stop?
Everything he's saying right now is complete BS, by the way.
Number 2, distances are not measured in the actual distances. They're measured in how long it takes to get there. So if somebody says, how far is the nearest target? You say 3 to 4 minutes or 10 minutes. You do not say 3 miles because weather varies. And if it's the middle of winter, we're going to tell you how long it's going to take right now. And so we always tell by time. Can't speak, Mr. Hot Dish. It's a good one. What is the other ones? Yeah, it's not casserole, it's hot dish.
It's casserole.
Unless it's green bean.
What about tuna?
I don't know if I've ever had a tuna casserole.
You've never had a tuna casserole?
Though I will say tuna hot dish does not sound as good.
No, tuna casserole is good.
Tuna casserole sounds good. It sounds more elegant instead of like actually edible.
So you're admitting that hot dish is trash?
No.
Because if casserole is the elegant version, then hot dish is the trash.
What is a 3-way?
Delicious.
Is it elegant?
Yes. It's restaurant food back in Kentucky. It's waiter, waitress brings it to your table.
Every restaurant has a restroom. Just because you put the shit on a plate does not mean it's food.
Or let me get this out of the way real quick. First, as far as going up or down to a place, if you're going to a place, you're going, let's just say, like at a phone conversation, you say to somebody, are you coming up? Yeah, I'll be down in a bit. That's how the conversation is supposed to go, because you're going down there regardless of where you're going. But if they're coming to you, they're coming up to you, and you're going down to them. So you'd be like, hey, you coming up later? And be like, yeah, I'll be down later.
No,
that's how
you're just making shit. Don't listen to him.
That's
He's
the
stupid.
appropriate way.
Kentuckian. Anyways, one of the other things, this is one that is actually very specific to Minnesota, is you never go into the city. You go into the cities. Because we are the Twin Cities, we have basically built our, if you're going to go into Minneapolis, it's cities. You're going to a plural location because of the Twin Cities thing. We don't say you're going to the cities or even say Minneapolis. We just say cities because it's just the thing.
Nobody's ever willingly going to St. Paul.
I always love showing this one. We actually had a full conversation for like 20 minutes at work on this one.
Yeah.
And I actually showed this on, I put this on a projector during a CMMI appraisal meeting because they thought it was funny. So this is the people that lie compared to the people that tell the truth.
Oh, wow.
And so this is Duck, Duck, Gray Duck versus Duck, Duck, Goose. And it's just showing that everybody is wrong.
It's just showing that Minnesota doesn't know the word for goose.
No, they both start with G. We just like ducks more. Gooses are fucking.
But they're not gooses, or they're not gray ducks. They're gooses.
What is gooses plural?
Geese.
There you go. I like gooses though.
Gooses.
But no, it's got just duck in Minnesota is duck, duck, gray duck. You do not. You keep your goose stuff at the border. You leave it there and you bury it. You don't bring it into this state.
We're gonna fix it, Warhorse. You and me. We're gonna make it all goose.
Geese, goose. That's a geese, goose.
They're
Let's
goose,
make that game.
Gooses.
Pluralize the plural.
Yes.
What the hell is gray duck? So gray duck
is a goose.
It's duck, duck, goose. So when I was younger, when we were in school, we played duck, duck, gray duck. That was the thing. That was what you played. It's weird maybe, but we do not play duck, duck, goose. I didn't even know it was a thing until later. And so we did play duck, duck, gray duck. I think the idea is that you want something that at the beginning of the words signifies that you are not saying duck, but we apparently just wanted to still stick with ducks. I have no idea why Minnesota does that. There's probably
I feel like it's just out of like hatred for the rest of the country or something. Like everyone else knows.
Well, yeah, if there's a state in the United States that just absolutely hates the rest, it's definitely Minnesota.
Well, then why do you cling to these gray duck ways?
Yeah, and get your casserole out of our state.
Nonsense.
So I don't know who's been here before, but I need to tell the hot dish story from the convention. So Michael, this is like early mid 2019. We're at home. This is an old apartment, and he goes and buys his badge for Cider Fest, and he doesn't know what name to pick because normally you would pick like Mike or just Mike or still Michael or something stupid, and he always changed his name though. And for that one, he's like, I don't know what to pick. You pick it. And he left the room, and I'm trying to think of like what can I say in his name that would be mean to Derpy. But then I also felt like that would be bringing hatred towards him from people at the convention if it said, I hate Derpy. And so I didn't want to actually do that. So then, what can I do that still makes fun of him that's funny? So I typed in a name and called it that. And I didn't say a word, even though it was really hard not to, for months. We get to the convention, and I'm like, hey, Michael, we need to go get your badge. Everybody needs to come with. And so I bring like Kyle and a bunch of the other people there, and we all go up to this booth to get the badges. And he says, "Hi, I'm here to get my badge," and he shows his ID. The person then turns to him and grabs the badge and said, "Hot dish?" And he's like, "No, that's not me. Wait." And the realization moment was fantastic. Because he was like, there's no way that could be me. And so for the entire convention, his name was Hot Dish. And then you can finish the story with the signature.
It spoke to the voice actress who played Sunset Shimmer. Not Sunset Shimmer. Starlight Glimmer. They're all the same. I talked to the voice actress who, whatever her name is. Bring up her name.
Kelly Sheridan.
Yeah, I was talking to her, and she's like, "Who should I make this out to? Hot Dish?" And I was like, "No, that's an evil prank a friend of mine played. Please do not make this out to Hot
I wish they did.
No."
Yeah, so that entire weekend his name was Hot Dish, and so that's why I think on our one of our private servers here, his name. Where's your name on here? You're not online right now. Oh no, you're Uggug Hot Dish right now.
Uggug Hot Dish.
But he's been Grandma Hot Dish for a while.
Yes.
Like we always name him something with Hot Dish. I think I'm Nuggy Damon. That's a long time.
Damon.
That's a big joke. Is Mitch still like obligatory Nuggies?
Obligatory Nuggies.
No, his name was changed. He's Senior Nuggies now.
He's senior. He's gone up in the ranks.
Yeah. It doesn't say what my name is on here, but I think I'm Nuggy Damon still. To my biggest fan, Hot Dish.
Oh no.
But no, that was a great moment because it was like when you plant the seeds of a joke months before you know that you can even enjoy it. Like sitting down and I remember sitting down and typing that name, knowing that it was fantastic. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't enjoy it until like literally 3 to 4 months down the road.
So I still have a badge that says Hot Dish.
That was painful. Because I couldn't tell him what it was. I couldn't tell anybody what it was.
The joke.
Because if I told them to, it would ruin the moment. So it was like I was building up to this one moment, waiting for it to happen, and that was tough.
Yeah, but just having the VA be like, "Make this out too," and she looks at my name, and the way she said it too, Hot Dish, and I'm just like, no.
Because somebody that's not from Minnesota is going to look at that in a very different way. Like, "Hey, baby, hot dish. I'm a dish of hot stuff."
No. Oh, that poor VA.
God, I'm trying to think of like. I don't think I've had too many VA stories to run.
But you don't really get signatures too often.
No, I don't do. No, it's not signatures, but like even backstage stuff. I've run into VAs quite often, but it's normally like you bump into them because you're next in line to go up on stage, and they're just like, "Hey, what's up?" and they're just being pleasant.
Right.
There was one time that I was getting coffee in the morning. It was at Everfree. And so Everfree's on the West Coast, and so it's 2 hours difference earlier than me. And so my brain is still programmed to like get up at like 7 or 8 in the morning. And so I got up at like 5 or 6 in the morning there, and I had no idea what to do. My roommates were still sleeping because they just slept 12 hours a day or something. And so I ended up just going to the convention hall at like 6 something in the morning, and I was standing in line to get coffee. And I legitimately do not care much about VAs, and so I did not know who they look like or their names really. And so I'm just standing there in line at the Starbucks at the hotel to get coffee. And as I'm standing there, just people talking in front of me. And I realized, like, as they were walking away, that both Celestia and Luna were standing in front of me as the VAs to just get coffee.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it until they were walking away because one of their handlers came by to ask them something. And then I'm like, oh, like I was sitting next to them for like 15 minutes and not even realizing who they were.
I mean, the first year I started going to conventions, I went to the very first Winnie City I ever went to, and I spoke with M.A. Larson, and he shook my hand, and that was a pretty big deal for me back then. I mean,
M.A. Larson's super cool.
Oh yeah, he's super awesome. He's super down to earth. But just being able to shake his hand, he's human
compared to some, yeah.
Well, the only VA that I would say is a little bit plastic, for better lack of a term, is Tara Strong. She's very much color by number when it comes to the conventions.
From what I've seen, I don't know much about Tara Strong. From what I've heard, yes.
Yeah. Tabitha St. Germain's great. She's super down to earth.
Tabitha is more so, but I feel like she's become not plastic, but she's become predictable. She's about putting on the face.
A little bit. I think she generally enjoys.
Emily Larson is the only one that I can think of in terms of any special guest at a con that I've never seen him have a face.
I think he's hammered half the time.
Well, but he is always about, like, he'll just go to random, like, people's rooms and well, it's people that we know, like, that are already well known, but he always feels human. He is the one that always feels more human than anybody else at a lot of conventions. Everybody else has at least some kind of plasticity that they do present, but they need to. They need to put on a face for a lot of stuff. I'm not going to say that that's wrong.
I mean, Emily Larson's background's a little different than a lot of the people who are there, because a lot of the people who are there, they went to Hollywood, they lived their life from, like, Tara Strong, for instance. She's been a voice actor since she was a child.
Yeah, and she's not just been in little things. My Little Pony is not her pinnacle.
Yeah.
It is just another mark on her box. Yeah. She's got a ton of marks.
I mean, she was the original voice for the U.S. version of, like, Hello Kitty.
That, she did not Joker, Harley Quinn. Yeah. She did the recent Loki. She's everywhere. Yeah. So she's just big in general. So and so I understand, and it's not to me about being plastic. It's about when you're at so many different events and you're doing so many things, you always have to be pleasant. You always have to be happy, and I think it's hard because even if you're not, you have to be. And so eventually you just grow a face that you put on when you go to these places.
Which she very much does.
Yeah, and so I don't blame her on that.
No.
When you do a lot of that stuff, that's just what you do. But the problem is that she seemed very Barbie.
Yeah.
So
Larson, on the other hand, he's just a guy.
Larson doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't give a shit. He's just a guy who grew up in the Minnesota area.
Yeah, so Larson is actually from about 10 miles south of me. Mm-hmm. He's actually he was basically from like a couple miles from Mitch is where he originally grew up. So we went down there for a book signing. If you're a supporter, there's actually a whole video where I talk about a story of talking with him. Yeah, he's from local to Minnesota. Very local. He's from Burnsville, I believe. And Burnsville... So we have a main loop for the main cities. I'm on the west side of the loop. He was from the south side of the loop, essentially.
Yeah, like, as far as, like, background, he's not somebody who ever went to LA or anything. He has a high school diploma. He just...
That's a standard to work towards.
Well, it's not like he, like, went super out of his way. He just struggled as a writer and eventually worked his way up in his 30s to become fairly notable. Like, he is somebody. I think there's a big difference in personality between somebody who always had the top billing like Tara Strong has, to somebody like Larson who had to actually like struggle for the better part of their adult life before they could actually make something of it.
So not to sound like hey, me, but like that's actually one of the things that I actually had a lot of difficulty with originally in the fandom, was when I started doing a lot of animation work and a lot of that stuff. When it comes to when early on in the fandom, when 3D stuff is going on, you had Phyrexis, who to me is a much better animator. You had
it's debatable. I think you're pretty good. So.
No. To me, animating isn't just about moving models. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of elements to it. The creativity, the use of music, the timing. There is so many things.
You're afraid to use a lot of music.
There's that, but he would use fandom music. But there's other elements, and I feel like he was much better with camera use. He was much better with some of the like nuances of motion. Everybody has a different style, and that's what I think is great. Because if everybody did the same style, it'd be stupid. But I'm really, in terms of the SFM animators that are out there, the old school SFM animators, I'm really the only one that I can think of that's left. from the early days.
Source filmmaker?
Yeah.
Kind of.
There's Everfree Team has been going for a while, but some of the stuff gets a little bit like
There's a
loody.
fair number of 2D.
Yeah, no, 2D. I'm saying 3D.
Minty Roots.
No, I'm saying, well, his 3D is different.
Yeah.
His 3D is like cinematic quality. But I'm talking like SFM, there is. And so I was afraid for a while that it would go to my head. And so about like you would forget who you originally were. And so Ricky Gervais is actually the person that I consider like a person that I try to model myself after, which is weird.
If you go too super pompous on me, I will like train at you.
There's a time in your life where you figure out who you are, and I feel like after you figure that out, if you are before that point, getting a lot of attention can start manipulating who you think you are, and it starts making you a pompous asshole. But if you do it after you figure that out, it's more of everything else is like a side thing, and you don't care because you already have stabilized who you are. And I feel like when I started doing the brony thing, I was in the middle of that phase, but I was able to go the right direction with it because I forced myself that way, because I would make sure like this is a hobby. And I kept it that way. Mm-hmm. But then, like, Ricky Gervais was one of those people that did that, too. Where he didn't start his career until he's, like, what, 40s?
Was he that old?
Yeah, he was older. He was a lot older when he started doing his career. And at that point, one of the things that he was talking about was, when I got into this, I already knew who I was. So I didn't care what people thought of me because I already knew who I was. And everything else that came after that, I didn't care about. And so I always use him as a role model for that stuff of... know who you are, and if you become popular, great, but you always remember where you were. Don't become that person. It's seeing him, some of his stuff, and some of this, like the comedy he's done, is kind of sketchy and sometimes because that's who he is, and he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
because it's like, if you don't like it, too bad. If you do, great, but I'm just gonna be me.
His stuff is like on and off for me. Like some of it, like some of it's
because usually if it's on all the time, it's because all they're doing is playing to what people want.
Yeah.
So,
I promise you this: if the podcast does really well, like really well, I will continue, and I promise you this, Chad, to consider myself the trash of the earth.
No, I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen with the podcast. I already know what's going to happen with the podcast.
Oh, it's going to be a mess.
No, so what's going to happen is we're going to put episode 0 out.
All right.
And the people that are going to see it are going to love it because they're the biggest supporters. They're the people that just want anything.
We already put episode 0 out.
No, that was like episode -1. So that was about a test. This is going to be a test with everything. So
right.
What's going to happen is we're going to put out episode 0 and everybody's going to love it because the people that we're presenting it to are people that already have a big support. And trust me, they're the only people I care about. The people that support the channel, the people that are here right now, those are the only people that technically I care about in making content for, because there could be 1,000 other people, but I don't care about them. I want the people that interact, that have fun, that enjoy the content, and can give me the feedback. Those are to me the ones that matter the most. So I'd rather have 20 of those than 20,000 of others. So what's going to happen is we're going to put episode 0 out, and they're going to be like, "This is great." It's going to be great. Then we're going to start actually making it live to people, and I'm going to put it on the ArgoZone channel, and it's going to get probably maybe 1/4 to 1/5 as many views as anything else I put out. The first one might have a few more because people are confused, they don't know what it is, and then the next ones are going to drastically drop from there because it's different. They don't want that. They're looking for something else, and it's going to drop. But I don't care, because the whole idea with a lot of the stuff we've done isn't about what do people want, it's about what do we already do, and now we can present to others. So the podcast isn't about making something new. We already do that. We do that actually quite often. We sit together and talk for hours about bull crap. The idea is now we just record it and present it to other people. So to us, we're not doing anything different. So we're just now doing it in a different medium. That's fun. It's a fun way to present something to other people. If it's only like 50 people, if only 20 people, I don't care if like 3 people see it, it's already something we do. So that those 3 people will enjoy it, I'm good. I'm actually really happy. So I'm not going to complain about it.
If the only person who watches it is me, that would be surprising. I'm not going to watch it.
because that's
He's not
involving
right.
video of yourself.
Because I would look at everybody else in the video and be like, oh, this is interesting. Look at them. They're going. Then I would say a single word and I would hear myself and I'd be like, oh, that's
The only way to get used to hearing yourself is to hear yourself.
Yeah, but I've done that for a while.
I
now,
used-
and I still hate it.
I used to absolutely hate editing video of myself. Now, I have no problem with doing it.
But you have a good voice.
But
I'm glad you didn't disagree that my voice is crap.
no, it's because I it's not that I think I have a good voice. It's that over time I figured out how I need to sound.
But you do have a good voice.
You do too.
I do not.
No, I could say the same about myself 4 or 5 years ago. All right, we're gonna do a poll here. Okay, we're
Be
gonna do a poll.
honest, chat.
And yes, I do want honesty on this one, not just like people being like butts. I want that's
And you use cat block. No, you have to ask whose voice is better.
no.
Oh, because you know the answer
because
your voice is better.
Because you're going to try to play it off that anybody voting for me was just be like, haha, yeah, because you're better. No, I want this about you. So I'm not going to add flavor text because
nice. Like people are to old ladies. Like it's like, yeah, you're still young. You can do anything you want because you have a whole life ahead of you. And then behind closed doors, you're like, she's 85. She'll be dead soon.
So, what I'm looking for in this isn't about whether or not your voice is rough, but it feels real and I enjoy it. Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking for. I am looking for whether or not I'm not looking for like the quality of it's more about like there's a lot of inflection to it. Being real to me is actually more important than anything. So that's what I'm looking for in here. Not content, just is it a voice that you're okay with hearing? So I want to, you know what, this might be too many
Like,
options.
I'm super aware my voice is raspy, and there's reasons for my voice being raspy, but it's my voice, and there's...
No, your voice is not raspy.
It is raspy.
I stutter all the time.
I've never heard you stutter.
I say more often than I need
stuttering.
to. I say the word like so many times that doing
That
translations
just means you're a valley girl.
you know, I'll take that as a compliment.
Right?
So we want honest answers, basically saying great, average, or meh.
I like how you took suck away.
No, because putting 5 options for how many people are here would just not give us actually any answers. So Argo's a huge valley girl. Sure, I'll take it.
He's a valley girl.
No, actually, so one of the things that I've learned is from doing a lot of the animation stuff over time is you could say like you learn a lot of animation skills. I actually feel like the biggest skills I've gained have nothing to do with animation. So from doing a lot of streaming, a lot of content, a lot of stuff where I'm speaking in front of groups, it's allowed me to learn how to speak in such a way that I can pronounce. I'm drinking it. No, so there's 2 things I guess I'll go with learning. One is learning to present yourself in a way that the words you're presenting are interesting. So it's not about just speaking, but providing that information in a way that makes it sound interesting, that makes people want to listen to you. If I'm going to stand in front of people to talk for an hour, and I've done that multiple times, if you're just monotone, nobody's going to want to listen to you. In animation, in 3D animation, 2D animation, it doesn't matter. The big thing is about going to extremes. It's about finding reality and then taking it a step further. And so when you're presenting information to people at conventions, at panels, or even at work in meetings, it's about taking it to an extreme. So I'm going to take what I would normally say and I'm going to drastically pull it in directions. So the lows are going to be lower and the highs are going to be higher. The way I'm talking now is not going to be any different. Wow, was that already 2 minutes?
Well, yeah, I got average. I had
wait.
average voice. Yeah,
Okay, so you got average, but at 8 average, 4 great, 1 meh.
I'm gonna find that meh.
Which means you're above average.
No,
that's what that means.
yeah, but that means you have the voice of like a golden god.
But it's because I have a lot more practice than you.
Of speaking?
How many times have I done panels? How many times have you stood in front of, say, 100 people
Are
and
you
spoke?
trying to suggest your voice sounds different because you've been in lots of panels?
It's not about your voice sounding different. It's about how you use your voice. It's not just about your voice itself, but how you pronounce things, how you plan ahead. I'm always thinking like to the next thing I'm going to say and determining how to use my voice.
My everything I say is just a random assortment of chaos.
Yeah, but maybe that works. That's your thing. But it's a big. So actually, so thank you for the very candid answers on stuff. So, but so I said there was 2 things. So one of them was how to speak, and then the other one I forgot. I forgot what the other one was. No. So the other one was being confident in making mistakes. And so my first panel, so I was, this is MLP MSP1, and I was running a panel and I was panicked. I had notes written down. We were trying to get through it. It was very monotone. I had no idea what I was doing. And we were overly structured, but underprepared. Even though I had over-prepared for it, not for that situation. And it ended up being that what I learned from a lot of the conventions and stuff over the years is that if you're doing a panel or you're presenting to people on stream or on stuff, is that they don't want predictability. They want unpredictability. They want the things that come out of nowhere. They want the things that just pop up. And if you are giving them a script, then that's a TED Talk. You are just giving them a script. Who cares? They can watch that online. That's not what's cared about. And so when you're at a panel, it's about when things go wrong, that things are the most entertaining. And so it's about learning how to take when things go wrong and make it work to your benefit. So when somebody throws you a curveball or somebody does something that completely deviates the entire idea for how you're going forward, how to just roll with the punches. And just go forward with it, because when you're doing a panel at, like, say, at a convention, and things completely go wrong, if you lean into the wrong side of things, it's just going to make it look wrong. It's going to make it look wrong. It's going to make everything look like it's trash. But if something weird happens and you just lean into it, laugh about it, and go forward, people laugh with you. And it's made it so that now I can go into meetings with, like, I like doing training sessions with like 50 people, or I had a training session, not a training session, but like an informational lunch and learn before for like 70 people at work about a topic that I didn't really understand. And things went wrong during the whole thing, but we leaned into it and we had some fun with it, and it still made it entertaining in the end. And a lot of that is stuff I learned from conventions about doing that. Most people, like at conventions that haven't done it before, you start seeing them panic when things go wrong, because that is now deviated from their script. And then it's not so entertaining. So
but every time I've been on a panel, they've handed me a script. So, but
I think
like,
okay, that's the fanfic stuff.
Yeah, it's the fanfic stuff. And there's no saving the clown voice. Like, if this was my voice all the time, I think my voice would be amazing.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that.
No,
but that's amazing. That would be an interesting voice, and people would love it.
I'm going to make a note on this one. So this is partial hair locks. So I want to make sure I know where I am, because we wanted to end a little early, because I wanted to make sure that we can raid mid-prem.
Yes. And
because she's raided us so many times.
Spike shoe.
Presenting is a skill learned over time. Yeah, you cannot learn to present without presenting, and which means you have to put yourself into some awkward situations to learn how to be awkward. That's it. I absolutely hate awkward TV. Awkward, and I do not like awkward, and so it was a very rough beginning for me on stuff. But now, It's not awkward anymore. Ellis wants to do, in your lowest voice, say, my voice is okay as it is.
No,
as low as possible.
My voice is okay as it is.
My voice is okay as it is.
That's gruff.
That's Batman.
Like, my voice is okay as it is.
There you go.
I am Batman.
This is a pretty good Batman. I'll give him that.
I am bats.
I'll give him like it. I am bats?
I sleep with bats. Completely platonic, I swear.
He wears protection. Mike makes a nice demon voice. I actually, I know. I have an actual, there's a software here
Batman
that I have that I can do, voice effects, but it doesn't, it's through this mic, not this one, so it wouldn't work.
Batman. He's like,
Bat mic.
I'm not the...
Because I actually sing, I have a very wide range. Oh yeah, this practice. I used to do a lot of singing stuff too, but again, it comes to practice. That's one of the reasons that I think that actually streaming is over a long period of time, or being at conventions, because when I'm at a convention, if I go to like a group event with, like, say I go to a party room with a bunch of like berry tubers or something, I go into panel mode. I go into the way I talk because that is what people see of me, so that's what I do. But trying to maintain that wide range for a very long period of time, wears my voice out. I've had times where I've been to conventions that when I get home on like Monday evening or Tuesday at morning, my voice is gone because I played on too large of a range for too long. So I think that the streaming helps for being able to go through the whole weekend. But basically the whole weekend I go streamer mode. Yes, I can hit that note. Yeah, Warhorse, you definitely look like a demon from hell, so that makes sense. All right, so we are going to end it here so that we can raid a mid-prem. So stick around for sure. You're going to get channel points or whatever that you can use for Michael takeovers or something. I don't care what you use for them.
Just that.
But the main thing is that we want to raid mid-prem because she has raided us multiple times, and so I need to raid her before she does, because I'm waiting for it to just pop up in the corner saying brr, 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 brr. And so we're gonna make sure that we raid her. So she's only got 8 people, so if everybody sticks around right now, we'd like, that's the number that we're gonna increase.
5.
And so we're gonna do that. So stick around. Yes, raid time. I put piano and guitar, so yes.
I think it'd be Ox.
That was nice. Yeah, we're gonna attack. So what do we want to do when we get there? She's playing BioShock 2. I don't know that game, so I don't know if there's any reference to it. What do we want to do when we get there? We got to all say something.
You can just scream fish at her.
Fish?
Yes. Fish.
No. Fibs.
Fibs.
So Fibs. I'm gonna put it in chat. This is a reference to something that you might not all know, but we need you all to say Fibs. It's fish with a B in the middle.
Yes.
That's a reference to, so there's a separate con that's really just a small group thing that we do, that they were doing a D&D event and she was a bear and she was eating fibs. That's the shorthand version of it. I don't know the longhand version of it, but she was eating fibs. So everybody bring up fibs when we get there, because she will know what that we're talking about. Okay, perfect.
Fibs.
All right, we're gonna raid some mid-prem. I'm gonna jump to Kitty right now for just to make sure the credits go through, and I'm gonna start the raid now so that it at least starts going. Everybody come with. We wanna make sure that, like,
She's.
Wow, I think we're getting actually the majority of people.
She's thoroughly attacked with fibs.
Yeah, she will be attacked with fibs. We need to slap her with all the fibs.
Yes.
This is probably the actually highest percentage of people I've seen on my viewer account to raid. So yes, let's do this. It'll be great.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait for. Wow, we got a lot of new subs. Holy crap! Thank you guys. Thank you, Joe and Nolan and Bus. There's probably more in there, and for some of the donations, thank you everybody for your support. It's so awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you for
the derbies. Yeah, of course.
But we're gonna run over there. Go say some fibs and let her know that she does good stuff.
Yes.
And also whatever she's doing, make fun of it.
I want to commission her again soon. But yeah, go.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Oh, thank you, Jules. Thank you. Well, sub right before the end. All right, we're gonna jump though. But thank you, Jules.
Yes.
Thank you, Jules. You get the extra fibs. We need to jump over there now, real quick.
I'll jump. Wonderful.
There she goes.
Fibs.
What? Mid-pray AA? Hey! Hey now! Holy crap! Stop!
She says, "Holy crap! Stop."
Fibs.
IRO, thank you for the raid!